get one more 1,000 to get a full. Yeah, it's almost reached. Oh yeah, did you notice my goal, Rubambi?
Well, yeah, I started the ball rolling off. I was the first one that contributed to it.
Yes, but did you contribute each time his stream broke?
It doesn't work like that.
Welcome
Yes, it
everyone,
does.
this is the
Because
Cage
Oh, really?
Decepticon.
It wouldn't work
Every-
for me when I
Here
tried to do it.
playing
You need to refresh the
Nameless,
page, or else it'll
well,
recognize that you're
voice
still watching it from
acting
before.
with everyone else for
That's
Nameless.
probably what I did wrong. Yeah.
Tara using tag.
I donated 6,000 to him
Wrong one.
yesterday.
There we go. Now we're
Nice.
in the right one.
Actually, I need to check my noise gate because I'm hearing some background noise in my ears that I shouldn't be hearing. But that's easy to fix.
I'm
I can
sure
just
we'll have
up my gate
lots
a
of
little
fun,
bit.
as usual.
There we go. That should fix
I
that.
think my Nameless might be a little bit too
So,
quiet.
I'm probably not gonna sound super energetic because I'm still only running
Need to
on
have some of the
3
music
hours of
actually
sleep,
come in.
but I'm sure
Yeah.
I'll wake up eventually.
Especially as this game's music is good. Although one thing I did actually notice on the Twitch VOD from the last one is it actually mutes the title music.
Like this music, the stuff at the beginning.
It was this and like a minute into one of the chapters, but I don't know which one. I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, like it muted some of the audio.
Yeah, because
Huh.
all the audio for this game is copyrighted, so they...
Well, yeah, but it's not all of the music. It's literally like the first minute and a half.
True, it doesn't... Twitch doesn't automatically mute all of them, but it does try
No,
and
but
mute
like
the
that's the
longer
only thing that
ones.
it caught. And
Yeah.
we've been done this several times now, and it's like it would have caught each of them, but it didn't. It only caught that one bit.
Yeah.
So odd then.
So yeah, kind of weird.
I actually been using Sori's theme music or Nameless theme music
I do like the music with this.
whenever I use Skyla.
I've actually been somewhat jamming to it while I've been doing other stuff
Nice.
lately. It's that
I don't
laid
think
back
we've
piece of
gotten into-
music. Like after
Yeah,
I'm done with my stream, when I listen to my normal upbeat stuff, it's like it's nice to just have it up and then just watch other people.
좋은 아침이야.
Seems we haven't gotten any actual CGs for Yuri yet. We only just actually got on his route. I was surprised that we didn't actually get on the route part of his route because of all the new stuff that showed up yesterday. Or last time. That was like, wow.
Yeah,
That was a lot of new stuff. But it's actually kind of awesome for encountering all this new stuff for the new playthrough. It's like, oh, wow, it's actually different.
Yeah.
I wish this game would do like a previously on Nameless kind of thing.
It would be nice, but it would also be annoying, I think, for it to all go in because like we don't know where we're going. Wait, why is it telling me my encoding is overloaded?
Well,
What the...
I mean, it's kind of the way the game actually presents itself. Nameless, the one thing you must recall, it's like you have to go through all of the routes and by the time you get to the end of it, you have to remember the name you put in at the very beginning.
Yeah. Why is my encoding getting overloaded? What the heck? It doesn't
It
normally
happens
do
to me
that.
too. I don't know why that happens.
But I don't know why
Encoding
it's
overload?
happening now. Yeah, because my screen is frozen, except for like my timer, like the reactive image.
I mean, I haven't
It happens for no reason.
I haven't
Yeah.
updated my OBS anymore.
Everything looks
OBS
to be
just
pretty in
barely,
order.
like, just right now, updated, and it kind of broke things. It auto-updated, and I'm like, no, undo that. You were working
Yeah.
fine yesterday.
I have been ignoring the updates. Like, does that look like something I need? No, I'm not bothering.
I think my connection briefly dropped. That's what caused it. God damn it. I have to have a
It's
chat
just
with the
what
internet
I
company.
need.
Also, for anyone who's in my stream, did that sub soundbite just play? because it played pretty fucking loud in my ears.
No, that was
So I need
me.
to turn
That
it
was
down.
me. Sorry.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
But I just forgot that I needed to turn the SFX down for myself. Because I had it on full volume and it played. I was just like, ow, my fucking ears.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
I'm also
Oh,
oh dear. I'm seeing it on the multi Twitch and I'm buffering quite a bit. That does not bode well.
Oh
Yikes.
no, no! Everyone's having technical difficulties.
Okay, well, mine seems to have fixed. Whatever happened to me on that transition seems to be fine. I think it was my internet, to be honest.
I mean, it could me seeing it the buffering could just be because it's multi Twitch that I was looking at, so I can have an idea what
Yeah, I
everybody
don't
how
even
everybody's
look
running.
at multi-Twitch at this point.
Yeah.
Because it just feels like it causes more issues than it's actually good for.
Is Rory going to be streaming too, or
I might not be because I am.
Really?
I've been trying to figure out what driver I have broken or what OBS has done to break everything. One way or another, though, I'm really struggling to get stream started, and I don't want to make everything wait for me. So,
that
it's
is a
fine.
thing.
It is a thing.
I love how Caged has got the names on the Fugies now.
Oh yeah.
And my name is all over and my name is far too long, and so is Rabbit, so it's just on 2 different lines.
Sky blue, rab blue.
Sky blue rab. Dick. Rabombi teach her.
Rabombi teak
Keep her.
Is that the gender bent Rabombi teacher name? Is gonna be Rabombi teach her?
Bombay teacher.
Rabombi.
I mean, that's what some people nickname me anyway. I've been nicknamed that before. And that actually started from a friend of mine who's French Canadian. So to her, like, the double E is an A pronunciation because that's how it's pronounced in French. So she jokingly called me Rabombe at the start. And that's kind of actually where the whole sub is Rabombe nickname came from.
Well, anyway, up until this point, we are now basically considered a maid. Yes, we are a maid. So let's see what the diary says for us. Let us.
Hoping all the audio is balanced out.
Most of this is probably going to be retreads of things we've seen before, but having the refresher isn't a bad thing because the diary works as a nice refresher as in last time on.
Yeah.
I woke up this morning and ate ramen for breakfast. I still miss Grandpa. Grandpa, are you doing okay up there? Today's the first day of the second semester. Shimby was busy with her modeling job, so she couldn't make it. So I rattled on about what she did during the vacation. This is insane. Can something like this really happen? Just until yesterday, my dolls were sitting still on the shelf, but they came to life. I can't even tell anyone about this. This is so troubling. Especially this morning when the principal saw Yuri shirtless. God! They need a guardian to sign the consent form. What should we do, Grandpa? What should I do? But no matter how troubling this is, I can't help but feel a bit excited. Our first night together. Will Yinho survive on the couch? I think my life has turned upside down ever since we started living together. Red and Yinho were amazed by the TV, and Lance and Tay stayed at Grandpa's library reading books. Yuri was out all day when he came for dinner. I smell female perfume on him. Where the hell did he go? I'm curious, but I'm a bit scared of the answer he'll give if I ask. God. Anyways, what should I do about the guardian consent forms? Just thinking about it later. We had to have to have it hand in the consent forms by tomorrow, but I still can't think up anything. What's going to happen to me? I can only come up with excuses right now. Grandpa, help me. It's the weekend. Yuri went out to some place and came back late, and Lance was at the library all day. Yinho and Red watched reruns of cartoons on TV, and Tay just read books in Grandpa's room. A new but peaceful day. It's only been a couple of days since the dolls turned human, but I think I've kind of gotten used to it. I just feel much better to know that there would be someone to greet me when I come home. Ever since the dolls came to life, I haven't wanted to take pictures of the dolls. Since they're human now, and I'd be too embarrassed. How should I put these feelings into words? Taking the bus is hell these days. It's because the dolls became humans. Basically, it's because there are more girls who want to take the bus with the boys in my house. I think it'd be best to go to school at separate times. I can't believe it's already been a week since I started to go to school with dolls. This morning, I was so surprised that Red just burst into my room without knocking. And what's with him calling me heroine? I think he watched too many cartoons. Besides, he started calling Yunho Yellow and Tay the commander. Red must like playing action heroes. Tay suddenly took up a part-time job. I wanted to go to the cafe Tay works at. What kind of place is it? So I wanted to go, but we've been putting it off since Jimby was busy with her photo shoots. Jimby must be really busy these days. I should wish her luck. Mr. Eugene's class was such a shock. I was so scared Yunho or Lance might be sacrificed. In the afternoon, I went to the cafe Banjul with Soy and Shinbi. Soy's eyes started splattering our hearts as soon as she saw Tay. Tay looked so nice in his uniform. The other waiter called. Dion and the manager, Mr. Hoban, were all very handsome. They should literally just call it the Hot Guys Cafe instead of Banjul. When I went out with my friends, I was surprised at myself for thinking of home. I think I'm already so used to living with the dolls. If this dream is a dream, I don't want to wake up. I'm worried that Yuri is really doing weird things outside. I can't help but get suspicious since he bought me a smartphone and covers himself with expensive clothes. He's not going around and scamming people, right? I shouldn't think this way. Saw Yunho secretly hide the cookie somewhere in the kitchen. He's so cute, really. Sometimes I see Lance just staring at the sky. That bothers me a bit. I was so surprised that Yunho suddenly disappeared today. So many thoughts came to my mind. I thought that maybe it was time for this dream to end, but I'm so glad we eventually found him. It's so amazing that he can talk with animals. I'm sad that he can't be with John, but thank God Yunho's safe. I don't ever want to part with the dolls. I want to be with them forever. But is this asking for too much? I thought that the lotion and toner in the bathroom was running out too fast, and Yuri was the one to blame. He yelled, saying he'd buy better ones. I hate him. The worst thing that happened today is the maid incident. Honestly, I never want to get back in the limo ever again. The thing I'm most scared of is getting noticed by people. This is all because of Yuri. If Yuri hadn't grabbed my hand and dragged me out, I really hate him. I hate how he handed me a muffin with that buttery smile of his. That's why the girls misunderstand, even the Korean teacher. I heard some girls whispering in the hallway. Should I stop riding the limo now? When I got off, I even heard some say, that girl is the maid. I'm a bit upset, but I should try not to show it. So, in the end, the maid title never left me.
Yay.
The
I'm
maid
stuck with it.
title chose you. You didn't choose the maid life. The maid life chose you.
People tease me as the maid whenever they see me in the hallway. So I suggest that maybe I should ride the bus to school again. But Yuri talked as if he won't let anyone else in the limo if I don't take it. Well, everyone's already calling me the maid anyways. So I ended up thinking it'd just be best for all of us to comfortably take the limo to school. Goodbye, my smooth days at the academy.
Hey,
What a what a great way to start.
I hate him.
Housekeeping lady.
Soy, there are two things wrong with what you just said. First, I'm not a housekeeper, and second, I am not a lady.
I'm not teasing you. That's what everyone calls you. And they never say housekeeping girl. Your academy life must be pretty hard.
Thanks to Yuri and Tay, I've become a maid overnight. Well, maid would be putting it nicely. I was more like a housekeeper. It didn't take a single day for the whole school to treat me as a housekeeper. I still feel dizzy when I think about what happened that day. Rather than being called a housekeeper, I was more scared of being misunderstood because of Yuri.
Well, whatever. But first, give me your smartphone.
Why my smartphone?
I didn't get to get you the app then. I'll download Twitter for you.
So I must really want to download that app on my phone. After I handed it to her, Soy moved her hands fast. I don't know what you're doing, but you're so fast.
Oh, this? I'm just normal. Some people are so fast you barely see their fingers. There aren't that many people typing letter by letter like you do.
I think this might possibly be retreading new old territory, so I'm going to fast forward and see how quickly we can get to something else.
Okay.
I mean, it's retracing, but with new
Oh,
lines.
nope. It didn't actually do for the fast forward, so I was just warning that I was going to try a fast forward.
Because I'm gonna download a new app.
Well, you downloaded Twitter last time too.
But not
But
that.
with new
I have
lines.
more. I have more to download.
Really?
I'm not that good too.
Jinbi suddenly came out from nowhere. Jinbi, you too?
Yeah, I got one I'm using now as a gift, but I don't know how to use it that well. I don't really use it except checking texts for work.
Wow, you get phones as a gift when you work. I'm jealous. I was about to talk without thinking, but stopped myself just in time. Come to think of it, Yuri gave me the phone as a gift. But I couldn't tell them this. Oh, it's nothing. Before I knew it, I was already thinking of Yuri. I erased all my thoughts of Yuri, and then shook my head.
Hey, I got you a Twitter. I added me as a friend. So you can read what I'm thinking every single day now. You can
I am
read
not
my
going
I
to-
don't think
thoughts every day.
anybody really wants to do that.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
would be just too much to process.
It'd just be
No,
the words
it's
hot
fine.
boys every day.
Do
I
I
mean-
really have to know all your thoughts about every hot boy that you come across?
Yes, of course.
Before I even took back my phone, so I leaned close and whispered.
Since I downloaded it for you, I have a favor.
What?
Don't you want to add the hot 5? Go ahead and ask.
That's what you were aiming for in the first place, right?
You do their housework. You're close with them, right? Go and ask, please. I really want to add them.
So I sparkled her eyes while pleading.
The Ice Prince is coldly waiting right there for a contender. Please go ask for me.
So I pushed my back.
Oh, and plus, make sure you get taste too. I'll buy you a cake.
That was your motive all along.
You don't have to be so smart.
Soy's glistening eyes defeated me, and I ended up in front of Lance. Lance looked at me with his usual cold eyes. His blue eyes looked like they were asking, "What now?" Lance, can I ask you something, if you don't mind?
What is it?
When you start Twitter, tell me your ID. I don't have a specific reason. Yeah, emergency contact. I thought it'd be good to get it down as an emergency contact.
Emergency contact? I don't think that app is effective for emergency contacts.
As usual, Lance coldly cut my words. But does that mean Lance already knows what Twitter is?
What are you two doing?
Yunho cut in our conversation. Oh, Yunho, nothing much. I was just asking Lance for his Twitter ID.
Twinter? Oh, I have one too.
Huh? Yunho, you have one? While I was feeling surprised, Yunho snatched away my phone. It's only been a week since he got a smartphone, but he must already know it better than me.
You're
Considering
corrupted.
He's been browsing the internet. Oh dear.
Yunho
Oh
is
no.
very online.
Now he knows what Johnson means. Considering the fact that he was a doll, he's adapting very fast.
Huh? Oh, I haven't told you. Other kids told me, so I downloaded it at lunch yesterday.
I think his popularity is why he adapted so fast to being human. Anyways, I'm glad he's doing well. This is high school! It's high school! Greetings, fellow kids!
You do, fellow kids.
Hiya, kids.
This is gonna be great.
Great!
Great. Yeah.
Anyways, I'm glad he's doing so
Or
well.
I'll have you marry me.
Oh, happy marry me.
Here,
Funny.
this is my Twitter ID.
Yunho held out the phone. Wow, you have so many friends! Huh? I scrolled down and saw Yunho had a lot of friends. And among those friends, I saw an account with any profile pic named Lance.
Wow.
Without any profile named Lance.
Oh, that's Lance's account. I downloaded Twitter on his phone for him, but seeing there's no update, I don't think he uses it.
Yunho laughed a bit embarrassingly. Okay, then how about Tay and Red?
Oh, no, I haven't asked them. I should when I get home.
Yunho bashfully smiled and disappeared again when the girls called him. I came back to my seat too.
What did he say?
I got Yunho's and I got to know Lance's. I don't know about Tay, Red, and Mr. Yuri.
I thought the hot one always talk to each other. First I should add the ice friends and the check. Tell me about their IDs.
So I looked at my phone and quickly added both of them.
Alright, we already know Mr. Yuri, so you don't have to ask.
What?
So I said while looking at the phone, Huh? How do you know Mr. Yuri's?
You mean how? Mr. Yuri tells you if you ask. I think all the girls in this academy knows Mr. Yuri's Twitter. OnlyFans account.
So I said as if it's nothing.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh,
That's
dude.
perfect. Right after you had the ad lib, that's the next line.
Yeah, open up.
Don't worry, I haven't clipped it. Cough.
You haven't? That was perfect.
I have clipped it. That's why I'm joking.
Oh. It bothered me that I was the only one who didn't know. I do feel a bit upset. I didn't ask, but we see each other every day, and I was the only one who didn't know. Was everyone except me chatting with him? I felt upset for some reason. He calls me my honey and specially treats me, but I guess it was all empty words. He's such a player.
Hey, housekeeping lady. Should I add Mr. Yuri to yours?
So he looked at me and asked, "It's too hard, I don't know." No. Well,
That's what
actually,
she said.
This actually is.
Hard? I don't know.
Oh god.
Oh dear.
So it's
I
like,
don't know if it'll fit.
oh, do you
God.
want
This trip just
Yuri's?
started. What is going on?
I'm actually wondering which one would be good. Like, both would actually have interesting results story-wise. Like, but the way the game actually has been formatted with decisions so far, it's very obvious that we need to ask and actually get it. It's too hard. It means we probably won't try and get it at all, and we won't communicate that way. So I think we do need to get Yuri's username.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, add it to mine too.
Okay, let's see. Kilimanjaro!
Kilimanjaro.
His ID must be that weird nickname. Why is his nickname Kilimanjaro?
What do you call it,
Because his
penis?
ego's as big as a mountain.
Maybe. Oh, everyone at school calls Yuri Kilimanjaro's Black Panther.
What?
Black. Sorry, what?
What do Black Panthers have to do with Kilimanjaro?
Huh?
I feel like half people might be in on the joke and half the people aren't.
Yeah, I'm
Kilimanjaro
lost.
is.
Apparently,
Kilimanjaro is
it's
the
a
tallest,
mountain.
second tallest mountain in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I still don't understand what it has to do with the Black Panther.
It's in Africa, like Wakanda. I don't know.
is it like they're referencing Black Panther, the Marvel character?
Just
No,
keep
I
going.
think maybe it's because he's tall and dark haired.
It's either you get it or you don't. It's fine.
Yeah.
And
if you don't get it, it's probably best that you don't. If they get something saying something about me and Barney, that we got it straight away.
Of course, I'm too embarrassed to say it, so I never call him that. I couldn't help but sigh to think of Yuri proudly using that username.
Now all done. So you've added 5 people, including me, Shinbi, Ice Prince, Chick, and Mr. Yuri. See this line here? If you update it,
Complicated.
it's because it's your first time. I'll get super easy.
You mean she wasn't already?
Didn't you? I could just imagine you narrowing your eyes. It's because it's your first time. Narrow eyes and
First time, narrow eyes, wink. Yeah. It's not even Yuri's lines that we're getting busted on.
It's always soy.
It is always soy.
Soy is the main sauce. Okay.
Yep, she is definitely a saucy mare at this point. Holy moly.
I mean, Sky was drinking strawberry soy milk.
I'm currently drinking soy milk right now.
I didn't know you were drinking your stuff you lactated.
Oh my god.
Oh, Mr. Yuri posted something new.
So you're just like, let's move on, please.
I looked at my phone. There really was something Yuri posted. It's sad, but I'll have to take the mirror away from my desk. I can't look at the screen because my face reflected in the mirror is too blinding. I wear a black suit today. I'm Kilimanjaro's Black Panther. No, actually, much cooler than that. Ha.
Oh my god.
I feel like it would have been funnier if Yuri had actually read those lines and not you.
Okay, actually, well, let's get the... So, these are the lines.
It's sad, but I have to take the mirror away from my desk. I can't look at the screen because my face reflected in the mirror is too blinding. I, wearing a black suit today, am Kilimanjaro's Black Panther. No, actually, much cooler than that.
Very, very nice. I could almost hear his voice. There we go. I just did. It was in my head. All in my head. I sighed and scrolled down to read his older posts. This was strangely addictive. Yes, this was the best part of my Sunday night from Hakoma.
Yeah.
Okay. Then let's.
Adam and Eve must become one in the end. Wow, that hair mask looks so good. Should I get it? What do the chocolates mean?
I can't stop at the last post. Is he talking about what happened at the cafeteria before? Yuri is always confident and elated. Was he thinking about what I said when Yuri gave me the chocolates before? Nah. But my eyes were still locked at that post. I almost forgot what happened at the cafeteria. Yuri never thinks about the other person when he does something, like today when he gave me the muffins. He acts like he knows everything, but something always frustrates me. Yuri never considers the sincerity of people's hearts. He acts as if he loves everyone, but it's actually the opposite. In one word, Yuri's a manho. Narcissist.
Man whore.
I didn't add the R.
Or the W for that matter.
You didn't add the R in narcissist, so you.
No, in whore.
Oh.
And ho.
Manho.
And ho.
As opposed to Yonho.
Oh dear.
God.
I didn't think much of it, but it feels like a big problem these days. So I always feel frustrated for some reason when I think about Yuri. Why is it?
He feels frustrated thinking about you, too.
Finally over. I stretched my arms and stood up. So I left first today, saying she has someone to see. Yinho left first too, saying he has to see Tay. I guess I'll have to go home by myself today. I swing my bag onto my shoulders. I'm back. I saw dark.
Nah, I was guessing that this was from before.
No, this is completely new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw darkness as I opened the door. No one must be here
Hello,
yet.
my old friend.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Ninja.
I've
in
come to
the
speak with
darkness.
thee again.
The dog.
Na 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 na. Na
White
na na
House's
na
enemy.
na na. The dark house was quiet. I haven't felt silence in this house for a long time. After the dolls came to life, it was always loud. It's been a long time since it was this quiet. I quietly stepped into the living room. Before it was natural to be in the house by myself, but now I've gotten used to all the noise. Maybe more than getting used to it, do I like living with them more? It feels weird. I thought I don't get used to new things very well, but there must be exceptions. I turned the lights on and went into the bathroom. I should wash first since it's been a tiring day. I feel fresh. After taking a bath, I sat in front of the desk. My hair was still wet. If Yuri saw this, he'd have nagged me saying they'll get damaged if I don't dry them. Yuri's still not back? I flipped my wet hair and opened my diary on the desk. What happened today? Days of me being called the housekeeping lady, as Soy said, will continue for some time. Well, there's nothing I can do about it. I should just stay quiet for a while. Then naturally other students will stop caring. I wrote the last sentence in my diary and stood up. Are they still not back? I should go to bed first. It was then I heard a knock. Yes? Someone opened the door and came into my room. It was Yuri. I didn't hear him get back, but he must have gotten here already. Huh? Yuri?
I'm glad you didn't go back to bed yet.
I was just about to. Did you just get back? He still wore the same clothes he had on at the academy.
Yeah, I just came back.
I glimpsed at the clock and thought it was already past 10. It's past 10. What did you do until now?
There are several things an adult must do. and I'm not the only one that's late. Tay's still not here.
Tay has to work, but I never know where you are, so I feel more suspicious the later you come. Yuri grins.
Did you worry about me? Were you just missing me instead?
I ignored him, but Yuri's still smiling. Why is he always so smooth in front of me? He was a completely different person in front of the Korean teacher before. I was thinking about it when Yuri came close, though, after noticing something.
Wait. There you go. You didn't dry your hair again.
I knew you were going for the Cabadon. I was waiting for it.
Wait.
I was like, this is just too perfect. Come on.
Yeah.
I actually wasn't really expecting it. It was the first Cabadon of the night.
See, this is where the Cabadon is going to get abused the most, and it's going to get abused the most by Shreds. So it's going to be hilarious at this point.
Yes.
Yuri said while looking at my wet hair. I knew he'd say that. Yuri approached me and reached towards my hair. I thought about whether I should attack him or back away, but I just decided to leave him.
Ooh, freebie.
Your bangs always cover up your pretty face.
You should like my dad.
I think that's meant to be
Ah,
sound,
yes.
but it's the translation error.
I should be
Yeah.
your dad. I should like your dad.
Yes, Daddy.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, the daddy.
Do not give Marty that image. That's the next art stream of his.
Oh no. How about wearing a hairband or a clip? I'll choose what suits my honey. Let's see.
Yuri looks pleased as he pondered, but I didn't feel so good. I didn't want to talk to someone who comes late without telling me where he's been. I glared at Yuri and said, "Why are you in my room? You should go to bed now."
So cold. But no, I came here to give you this.
Yuri handed me a small paper bag, which probably has condoms in it with it because Careless Whisper is playing. What is this?
I got this from a tiny lab, but there are just too many lambs. I bought it here to share with you.
There is a small box wrapped in pink ribbon in the paper bag. I saw the wrapper and realized it was chocolate. The logo told me it was an expensive kind. Why is he giving this to me? I don't know where he gets all this, but he must really be popular. I'm going to refuse. I handed the paper bag back to Yuri.
Why?
What do you mean, why? It's a gift for you. I can't take a gift that has hidden motives like that. I feel bad for the person who gave it to you.
Hmm? Didn't you say something similar when I gave you the muffins? I'm sorry, but I have no idea what you mean.
Never mind, if you still can't understand what I'm saying. I feel like I'm nagging him. Yuri won't understand no matter how many times I tell him anyways. Let's just let it go for now. I can't do anything if you don't understand, and these are chocolates, right? I'm on a diet right now. I added my excuse. Of course, I'm not on a diet, but it'll be better to say it this way. Chocolates are taboo for people on a diet. I'm going to keep wanting to eat it if it's in front of me, so just take it.
My honey on a diet. Do you have any part you're embarrassed to show me? Mhm.
I'm like, this is a careless whisper moment. Where is it? Where is it?
Where is
There
it?
we
Where
go.
is it? Oh, no.
Got it.
Ah.
It's nothing like that. Yuri leaned close and reached out his hands. Don't. I backed away just when he was about to touch me. Yuri clicked his tongue.
I would know if I would know if I actually touch it. I think you've actually lost some weight. Oh, but have you gained weight over there?
Yuri pointed at my chest.
Ah.
What? Where is he pointing at?
My honey's
Down, buddy.
size is my honey's size is definitely
I kicked Yuri in the shin as hard as I could. This time it was really with anger, so it must have hurt pretty bad. He deserves it. Should I call Lance, Mr. Yuri?
No.
Yuri was clutching onto his leg in pain, but he still didn't lose his smile.
I prefer not the slipper goes into this room. And
I'm right around the corner, dumbass.
I'm ready for being so violent with that cute face of yours. That won't do. Something bad might happen. If you don't be careful, your important part might get hurt. Then I wouldn't be able to teach my honey the joys of being an adult.
Oh dear!
Excuse you?
Oh dear!
Happening.
You say another word, I'll stitch up your mouth.
I always love seeing my honey get embarrassed.
I'm not embarrassed. I'm disgusted. He really must not see my clenched fist. Yuri understood the situation as he pleased and laughed. I really hate that laugh.
I know. My honey always hides her embarrassment with those words.
That's not what I'm saying! The perv! Molester! Freak! I ended up getting so mad I grabbed the cushion. And just when I was about to throw it towards Yuri with all my strength... Sky was not ready for this.
What's all this? Why are you suddenly yelling? Ow!
The cushion slammed right into Red's face as he entered the room. Red fell down backwards. Yuri smoothly got out of the way.
Master, what's going on?
Did Yenho just pop, like, literally up?
No, he slid in from the side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like he tries to slide into people's DMs.
No, people slide into his DMs.
I was gonna say, I don't think he
Yeah.
used to.
Unless it's the master.
Cage?
Hey,
I
He's muted.
said I
Yeah,
said it
he's
right
probably
before.
muted.
I am.
Yay!
Oh my god! I didn't realize I was muted. I literally said it like right. My bad. Master, what's going on?
At Red's scream, Yunho came running from the living room too. Behind him, I saw Lance sighing and walking towards us.
Do you realize what time it is right now? Please be quiet, it's very disturbing.
Everyone came to the room to see what the fuss was about. They must have all come back home. I didn't realize it while bickering with Yuri.
I should get going now.
Yuri smiled at Red, still collapsed on the ground.
Yo,
He smiled more to see my annoyed face. I think he's taking it the wrong way again, but I don't even want to point it out.
Then sweet dreams, my princess.
Yuri winked and waved his hand. I hate the way he just slips out after creating all this mess. I look at the desk to find the chocolate Yuri left me. I ended up taking them again. I feel like I'm getting caught up in Yuri's tricks too often these days.
Master, you don't look so good.
Oh no, I'm fine. I tried my best to look fine, but I couldn't stop resenting Yuri for what he did. It was a
So did I
bright,
just-
sunny morning.
stayed there on the floor.
Okay, so you were
Good morning.
unconscious for the whole night.
Imagine getting knocked out by a cushion.
That's just been
Honestly, what do you
Some
keep in your
hero.
pillows?
People complain about my slippers, but I think
Like, you throw
Tara's
a
cushions
pillow
are even
and
more
it just
deadly.
knocks Red the fuck out. You step on
Knock the
rocks.
fuck out.
Nobody helped me after that.
Maybe they're like
That was
super
the end
heavy
of my,
foam cushions.
Ooh.
That was the end of my story.
Red died.
That's why your hair became red. It was the blood coming out of the cushion bin.
Oh, dear. It was a bright, sunny morning. The sun was shining through the windows. Hi, good morning.
Good morning, Master.
Good morning. The perfect weather for the Justice Warrior to attack.
Please don't attack me. Okay, but where's
I'll
Lance?
do it in bed.
Oh,
Yeah, we're not on your route yet. Be patient.
Yeah, your route's the last route before we get to Cat's route. I looked down, but didn't find him.
he's the discipline guide today, so we went to school early.
I see. I guess I did wake up a bit late today. Lance is so hardworking.
What do you mean? I'm the hardworking one. Look here. I saved this kid that was in danger on the window this morning.
This kid?
It's morning and I've already completed my mission. I definitely have everything it takes to be a Justice Warrior.
Red held out a black thing in his hand.
Oof.
Why would
It
you
was-
have that?
It was
saved it.
hairy and had 8 legs. Red was holding onto a spider. The spider's
Why
leg
that?
twitched in the air.
Oh, am I?
I screamed and ran to the living room. That's no. I'm still disoriented.
Master, it's dangerous. Don't. Oh, Master,
Don't
it's
go
dangerous
alone,
to run
take
like
it.
that.
Take this.
Careful, you'll trip.
What's all this noise? Oh no.
I ran without looking and ended up bumping into Yuri, who was coming out from his room. He caught me from almost falling down and hugged me. This is true. Because of the shock from the spider, I didn't care about how he was holding me.
Damn it, Red.
Look, okay. I don't want spiders either.
I mean, you were the one that was holding on. That was the little one you just saved.
I know. All the things that I would save.
You saved the spider.
There we go.
Spiders need love too.
Oh, what a nice way to greet this morning. Of course. I'm so glad my honey is so enthusiastic.
Ah! Don't let it get close to me.
Being so cute in the morning. Huh? Cherry boy, what are you holding?
Oh, this? I found it in the windowsill this morning, and I saved it from getting stuck in there. But the heroine suddenly started screaming.
Red shrugged his shoulders as if he didn't know why. Along with Red's hands, the spider's legs moved as well. I barely stopped myself from screaming and shut my eyes. This is so bad for my eyes.
I think the master is afraid of insects.
Once, when we were still dolls, she refused to go out of her room because there was a cockroach outside. She held onto us and shivered. She's such a girl.
And I bet you're just remembering the fact that you were being held to my chest, aren't you, Tay?
Ah, that's what happened.
Don't come, Red! Get the thing out of here!
It's actually pretty cute if you pay attention.
He's not Lucas! Red gave me a disheartened look. But that won't work on me right now. I was about to scream again when Yuri held on to me tighter. At his touch, I came back to my senses and realized he was completely hugging me. I was startled by the late realization and my face turned red. Yuri
no,
whispered
you
in
don't
my
want
ear.
You don't want to
It's
turn
very
things in my
real
face.
I'm in shreds. I knew you were gonna do that. I knew you were gonna do it again. I was waiting for it.
It was the perfect opportunity.
It was too good.
You love that free real estate.
Yes.
There's an anime that's starting this season called RPG Real Estate.
Yeah, I've seen that. Funny enough, I've also seen an anime that's dropped recently for Shenmue.
Yeah, I've heard of that and I haven't watched it.
I've just caught up on it this morning. It's actually pretty good.
Afraid of bugs? It is cute. But could you stop stimulating me like this?
That's your fault for getting turned on for just hugging me. My body stiffened at his sneaky smile.
Yeah, his too.
That wasn't all that
It's a bit-
stiffened.
It's a bit cruel to stimulate a man like this in the morning.
Yuri grinned, then whispered again.
No, I'm not gonna do it. Or right now. Do you want it?
That actually sends tingles down the spine. At the whisper tickling my ears, I felt goosebumps creep up my whole body. Very effective. What are you talking about? I yelled and backed away. I was already flustered from the spider, but Yuri took the chance to fool around again. Yuri looked disappointed as I pushed him away. You have such a dirty mouth! Thanks anyway, I came back to my senses thanks to you. I glared at Yuri and turned my back. As soon as I turned around, I saw Red still holding onto the spider. I broke out in cold sweat and pointed at the door. And Red? Please, take that outside. I'm begging you.
I will if heroin hates it that much. I thought you liked it.
Red pouted and headed towards the door, and no, that's not the kind of spider I like.
Wait, oh god damn it. Hang on. Oh, found it.
slamming out the spider out of the house. I finally breathe. I think my heart is still pounding. What with Yuri on one end and Spider on the other.
That's a strange threesome.
That's a tangle I definitely don't want to see.
That's some interesting BDSM.
On the other hand, we might have found the R34 that doesn't exist.
Oh god. Well, now that you said that, someone's gonna create it.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's gonna be made now.
That would be some interesting R34. I think no one would have thought that way. Oh dear.
Are you okay now? Here, drink this.
Tay handed me a steaming cup of tea. My hands were still trembling as I took the cup. Thanks. How could I have a spider on his hands? Just talking about it made me shiver. Tay smiled to see me like that. I felt myself finally calm down at his smile. But Tay soon hardened his face and said in a serious voice,
But a spider doesn't harm humans. It's usually people who harms people.
Oh. Why are you staring me at that? Wait, why are you staring at me? Are you saying I harm people?
Oh? You took the hint? I thought you were denser than that.
Tay.
Yuri glared at Tay. Tay smiled in response.
No need to stare at me like that. It's true.
True. When have I ever harmed anyone?
You haven't forgotten, have you? The limousine? Do you even know how noisy the academy was yesterday because of that? It's partially my fault for coming up with an excuse in a hurry. But you must know whose fault it really is, don't you?
I think I know what Tay's talking about. He's talking about the maid thing, right?
Of course. If you look at it that way, it is bad. But I'm sure there's some good to it.
I can see that myself. Because basically what Yuri's doing, he's forcing us to be more forward, to actually come to terms with more embarrassing situations and actually take pride in ourselves. Yuri shrugged his shoulders.
Now she doesn't have to sneak around. Aren't you much comfortable now, my honey? Oh, how about you trying on a maid uniform then? It'll be so cute.
I really should have had a my maid outfit on for this. I should I should have changed my PNG to be the maid outfit.
That's homework for next time.
Yuri.
It's impossible to have a serious conversation with Yuri. He was smiling as if he was really imagining me in a maid uniform. It almost made me proud to see him be so positive regardless of the situation. I was letting out a huge sigh, but Tay actually seemed pissed.
If you want to continue being a teacher, you should really stop now. Don't you realize how uncomfortable it is for our owner now because of you? The whole school doesn't like her now.
Tay said in a low voice. He must really be mad to scold him like that. He always smiled and gently told people off. I've never seen him like this.
Yuri, you never think about what the other person might go through because of you. That's your biggest flaw. Do you know that?
What's wrong with recommending a cute outfit? Recommending a cute outfit for a pretty lady? And who's getting harmed here? And why? And why don't you stop smiling to other Eh? And why don't you stop smiling to please other people? You didn't think I wouldn't know, did you? Aren't you tired of living like that?
At Yuri's words, Tay closed his eyes. This isn't good.
What's wrong with the two of you?
Yeah, calm down. I knew from the beginning that they didn't get along very well, but I didn't know it was this bad. I didn't even notice the tea getting cold and peered at both of them. They were still glaring at each other.
Yeah, what's gotten into you guys? I wanted to enjoy going to school today since the douchey Silverhead isn't here.
Red tried to calm them down.
You guys aren't really fighting, are you?
At Red's words, Tay let out a sigh. I think he didn't want to make things more awkward.
Never mind. But don't get too close to the owner at the academy if you can. If you actually think about her, I mean.
Tay stopped looking at him and said,
I don't want to get advice from you.
Well, too fucking bad.
And I am naturally led to my honey. How can I just pass by when she gets scared of a spider like that?
Yuri looked at me and winked. I shook my head.
Hmm?
Yuri's gaze fixed at the teacup in my hand.
The scent. Is it the one from before?
Huh? Oh. Yuri changed the subject. Come to think of it, I've made this tea for Yuri once. Thanks to him changing the subject, the air loosened up. I took the chance and started talking about the tea. Oh, you remember? I made this for you before.
Ah, I see. No wonder it smelled familiar. Yeah, I think it's called Secret Garden. It's always a good scent.
Yuri leaned close to smell the scent better. I missed the chance to back away, but Tay's voice stopped Yuri.
Yuri, how do you know about Secret Garden?
Hmm? So you know too?
Of course. I brought it from Bonjour. Mr. Holman specially gave some to me.
Tay frowned a bit.
Oh, now Honey said she bought it from Banjul last time, right?
Yuri sounded a bit disappointed and backed away, but he sparkled his eyes again soon and talked to me.
Well, I'll let that go. But more than that, this reminds me of something. Remember when my honey gave me tea last time? I told you I'd give you something in return. How about today? Let's go out on a date. I'll take you somewhere nice. There's a place I want to go with you. How about it?
Yuri grinned. Is he serious? I had no way to tell if he was being serious or if he's just joking around again. He was giving me the same smile he always gives when he makes fun of me. But if I think about it, he said he doesn't put on fake smiles for people. He only smiles when he means it. Because Tay's the one that puts on the fake smiles.
Yeah.
You're not taking the heroin someplace weird, are you? The justice center in my brain seems to tell me this is dangerous. Like real bad. It's
Not
on the
just
red
you,
level.
Red.
Sorry, it's on the pink level.
Is that the justice sensor in your brain or somewhere else? Red frowned and continued. I guess no one believes in Yuri anymore.
And you know, don't fool yourself into thinking everyone will agree to go out on a date with you. The heroine has her own opinions, you know.
How refreshing from Red.
Oh.
Red,
Red-
we're still not on your route. Come on. Spoil the...
Red nodded at his own words. I guess Red must see me as that kind of person. But Yuri shook his head.
No
It
way.
almost feels like
Really?
Red actually has some memory on the past.
Well, no, they all have memories.
From the past,
Before.
the Lance route.
Huh.
No way. The ladies always come. Well, always welcome me.
That was Gordian slip.
I mean, it kind of works still.
I mean, that too.
Oh my.
Can you say it proper?
No way. The ladies always welcome me. I'm God's masterpiece, so it's natural that beautiful ladies covet this body of mine.
One of the latest.
Just yesterday night, God led me to enjoy a wonderful date with with a beautiful lady.
And then you came back to play with me in my room after 10 p.m. and before I shoved you out the door.
Went on a
Yes,
date with a
and-
lovely lady, come home and give you chocolates.
Which you probably got from that lovely lady.
Possibly.
I
Yes.
see. I wondered where he went every night. He was busy dating. Huh. I don't feel so good. Why do I feel like I've been tricked? I can't help but frown at imagining Yuri with a strange woman.
Well, bizarre creations like you would never understand.
Yuri raised his head and laughed at Red. He was completely ignoring him.
What god creation? What's he saying? Hey, Yellow, did he just insult me?
Well,
Oh, honey, what do you say? You'll go, right?
Yuri looked at me and asked,
Kind of feels like a bad end. To be
Yeah.
honest.
There are no good ends with Yuri.
No. Yuri is the one that doesn't have the seriously messed up bad ends. That's Tae and Yunho, apparently.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Tae and Yunho have bad ends in the way that I think I need to make sure I have trigger warnings for their routes.
It's always the quiet ones.
What should we do?
Just takes one bad day.
I want to say yes but I also want to say no. I want to see both.
Why not both? We can
¿Por
save.
qué no los
We've
dos?
already saved,
Why not?
Yeah.
but we don't know which way to take.
So which one do you think we will get a bad end?
probably
An actual
no.
bad end.
Going. For me,
It's
going.
like, yeah, because like, remember what happened to Lance's route? That if we
Yeah.
chose what wording wrong, I thought it was actually the
But
good
the
one.
thing is, like, Lance's personality is a lot more about giving him input, whereas Yuri's is not.
Yeah.
This is.
I feel like
It's just
not
a-
going is probably going to be the bad ending.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to see what happens with not going, and we will see if we get a bad ending. So
Yeah.
no, I won't go. No, I won't. I have something to do. I reply coldly on purpose. Actually, there's nothing I have to do. It's not a big deal to hang out with him, but I didn't like him for some reason. It pisses me off that he came late last night dating another girl. He didn't even answer when I asked him yesterday. I had no desire to go somewhere with him. I felt twisted for no reason.
See, the heroine has her own opinions.
Red said out loud proudly.
See,
But
that's how the heroine has her own opinions.
But I don't think he's complimenting me for some reason.
Huh? Why not? Let's just go. It'll make it a day you can't forget.
No, it's fine. You can spend those days with other girls. I calmly refuse Yuri's suggestion. I'm thinking this is actually the good end.
Hmm.
That's what I think too.
Yeah, this
This-
actually
You're
not into the
making
good
Th-
end.
This prompts Yuri to get character development.
Yeah, and
Oh.
he's actually more focusing on you now, since
Yeah.
you reject him rather than other girls that will just swoon over to him and just accept the date. But I feel like if you did go to the date, something bad will happen to the date, and probably
I'm
you
going
know,
to see if this
the
ends up
thing,
moving
because
around to going
nobody's
on a date.
there to guard you.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
going to see if this moves around to going on a date anyway. If it does,
Mhm.
then I'm not going to go immediately to try for the date. He looked at me silently for a while and soon shrugged his shoulders.
My honey's pretty picky today. Well, a woman's mind can change at least 12 times a day. Call me anytime. You want to go on a date with me? I'm always ready.
Yuri blew out a kiss. He is always so insincere.
Vent.
So is that Yunho getting out of there, or is that Yuri's leaving?
I think that's me. I vent away.
Seeing him give up so easily, he mustn't have been serious just now. I couldn't help but sigh to see him like that.
Anyways, Tara, I don't think it's good for you to keep on riding that limo. What do you think?
Kay took away my finished teacup and asked, "Oh,
Do you still want to take the limo?
is it because of the rumor that I'm a maid?"
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Kay looked really sorry. The person who should really apologize was indifferently eating his breakfast over there.
You know, I'm really pissed at that maid thing too. The guys keep on laughing while saying that. I really don't like it. I don't really know what a maid is, but I don't want you to become a laughing stock like that.
Maybe we can take the pressure off of her by all of us arriving at school in maid outfits.
That would be great fan service.
Okay, Marty, that's your next art stream. Draw all of our characters in maid outfits.
Oh god.
That's not good. That's not going to be Red stared at Yuri far away. After feeling the looks, Yuri tried to say something but stopped. He held up his fork to toss out his salad.
And I'm mad at you for making you into a laughing stock.
Red said in a low voice. Yuri must have heard what Red said but ignored it. He just kept on eating. This unusual scene bothered me.
Master, then will Master go to school by yourself?
Yunho pulled at my clothes and asked. He looked anxious. I didn't want the rest to worry because of me. I decided I'll just take the limo as always.
Really?
Yeah, it happened already, and besides, as Yuri says, I don't have to sneak around anymore. The bus or the limousine, the crowd's basically the same, so... And I'll feel like I'm running away if I back out now. He let out a long sigh.
Okay. All right. I respect your choice, but we'll be by your side for a while since we don't know what might happen. Will that be okay?
That's a good idea, Commander. Leave that to me. I'll protect her. Heroine, trust me. As long as this Justice Warrior is here, no evil will reach you. No evil shall reach your sight.
Do you realize that the
Green
evil
Lantern
you're
sword.
talking about is your fans?
Green Lantern's light, he says.
Oh, hey fish, karaokeing with friends? Nice. Completely ignorant of that, Red clenched his fist towards Yuri. Yuri finished his salad just in time.
Oh, we reached a karaoke. Oh wait, that's Bumpy teacher. Sorry.
Phew, I'll finish. Should we get going then?
Yuri stood up from his seat.
Master? I don't know if I'll be of any help, but I'll be by your side too, so don't worry.
Thanks, Yunho. I stroked his hair. Yunho closed his eyes like a baby rabbit.
Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah, what's done is done. Don't they say enjoy the pain you can't avoid? It won't matter whether people call me a maid or a housekeeper. I felt better seeing them all worry for me. I feel like everything will be fine just by having the boys by my side. It's time to go to school again. I'm kind of wanting to see what happens the other way. I think it might actually go around where we don't go on a date anyway because we're so hesitant about it.
I mean,
really
we can save where we're at and then just go back to that decision anyway and see what happens.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
This is like a curiosity point more than anything else.
Yes,
Yeah.
I am very curious how this will turn out. So, okay. All right.
Erwin, you mean it?
Red looked at me surprised.
Why are you surprised? What's wrong with my honey saying yes?
Kay looks at me silently. He looks a bit worried.
So if it's a date, just the two of you?
Yes. According to romance novels, after going out twice, you can embark on a very long, beautiful trip for adults as your third date.
And you're judging your lifestyle choices from romance novels?
Yes.
Tara, why don't you think about it again?
Tay said while frowning. I do understand why Tay's reacting that way. A very long and beautiful trip for adults.
2 minutes.
Did Yuri already go on those trips with several girls without telling me? Thinking about that really made me feel disgusted. Now Yuri really seemed like an animal that harmed people more than a spider ever will. My mind changed after hearing that. I'm not going.
Huh? Why not? Let's just go. I'll make it a day you can't forget.
No, it's fine. You can spend those days with other girls. I calmly refused Yuri's suggestion. He looked at me silently for a while and soon shrugged his shoulders. So this is that's actually the only
We've gone
difference.
back to
Yeah,
the
this-
line. Yeah.
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 So
It
actually
technically didn't matter.
yeah, it technically didn't matter, but everything went really dismal with the rejection. Everybody went, the entire house went really,
Really?
really cold towards Yuri.
There's probably a good chance that this might actually affect it a lot later down the line. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
it doesn't feel like it's a major enough plot point that we should switch to this one.
But I feel like this option is gonna also like go down that path as well because it's gonna be like that still, right?
Who can say?
Is this the what
I am
you're
ju-
saying is the same?
Yeah, is this, but let's see. No, it's like, it's not letting me fast
Mhm.
forward.
I mean, these are all the same lines that we got
Yeah.
to from before.
Yeah, but it's not letting me fast forward through them.
Yeah. Yes.
But it's all the
Yeah, it's still
same.
Thing has
Yep.
changed.
Maybe it is a decision. It's something may change.
We'll find
That
out.
will give you
later.
a date, right? The decision will give you a date.
Hmm.
The other
This
won't.
is. The other. The other made me think like make Chera the not like the other girls who say yes, like to Yuri to go on a date. Maybe
Mhm.
it'll help the progression or like his build with
This
his,
one
like,
felt
schedule.
less good towards Yuri to me.
Yeah.
This
Hmm.
this doesn't prompt Yuri to have an actual progression.
Oh,
Yeah.
So let's go to stay on the one that prompts him to actually reevaluate himself a bit more.
boo.
The only thing that I can be sus on about that is if your decision there is brought up by Yuri later on in the future. That's what I think.
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying about it may affect it later, but it seems to be way later and not immediately.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
It was time to go to school again. The kids gathered in front of the gate, saw the limo, and jumped close one by one. It was pretty dangerous, but they were fearless. Thanks to that, it was pretty hard to park the car.
Tay!
Hooray!
Hooray!
Hip hip hooray!
Oh, look at me!
Mr. Yuri, do you have time today?
Outside the window, I saw the same scene I saw yesterday morning. The desperate girls seemed to have brought tools, too.
What?
Eh.
I saw colorful banners with the boys' names
Oh, okay.
written on them.
Oh.
Oh.
That's not the tools I was thinking of.
Those tools are-
The other direction.
Like, oh shit, they're packing heat!
But the funny thing is, we all went that direction. Not just one.
Actually didn't.
I was just confused.
Oh, I guess all of us is a two.
Possibly.
I thought someone was gonna try and break into the car.
Yeah, just bring it back. It's like,
Just get a fucking hammer and a chisel and just chisel the door open.
Crowbars.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would.
They're,
Yeah,
they're
she would.
very
Oh, I
energetic.
will.
yes.
Yeah, I know. They're so fierce.
The problem is that they are too fierce. I gazed out the window like they. Yuri, who didn't say anything while driving, asked,
Who's getting out first?
Go first, Yuri.
"Yeah,
Get out of here.
no. I'll get off first."
Ah,
Are you sure you don't want to talk with Yuri?
No, I'm going to own it. I'm going to gain more self confidence.
Yeah.
So maybe while Lance is self love, this one's self confidence.
Oh.
So
Probably,
let's own it. Let's get the
Let's
self
do
confidence.
it.
I'll get off
Kara's
first.
getting off first.
Okay.
off
Don't say that out of context.
I'll get off first. Cage, did you mute again?
Oh, sorry. Master, I'll just...
Are you sure?
The boys looked worried. I nod. I just want to get everything over with. Don't they say it's better to be spanked first than later?
I mean,
I
depends on what
confidently-
position you're in.
I confidently got up from my seat. My legs shook a bit, but I made sure the boys didn't notice. I'm fine. They say discretion is the better part of valor. Don't worry. And thanks for the carrot-on, fish. I took a deep breath and grabbed the handle.
Wait, honey.
I opened the door. I think Yuri called me, but I couldn't answer. Sure enough, all the gazes were directed at me. The gazes were very antagonistic.
She's not a hot 5.
That was unmodded Sky, everyone.
Yeah.
She's the girl from yesterday, the maid.
Why isn't the hot 5 coming out?
Who's she
How's she-
anyway? What? A childhood friend?
Been over this. Put it
I
in
knew
the
they'd
Girl 4.
I knew they'd react like this, but it was still uncomfortable. I fought through all the gazes and headed forward. I only took a few steps when I heard people cheer behind me. I turned around and saw Tay and Red get off the car at the same time. Oh, Tay and Red came out. Both of them nodded at me amongst the crowd. Oh, they must have gotten off together for me. Thanks to them, all the gazes turned...
Sorry.
The way you
What happened?
Just look at my clips channel in a bit, Marnie.
Yeah.
This line, the second last one.
Yeah.
Oh, they must have gotten off together. Gosh, damn it. Gosh, damn it. Some of these lines, man, I know they didn't mean them.
Oh no, they're definitely not meant that way. It's definitely us reading it, but it's so
Canon.
hilarious.
No. The double entendre is totally intentional.
Yeah.
They are not
Yeah.
meaning it. They are not meaning it the way that we are reading it, but they are intending us to be able to read it like that.
Hmm.
Purely because it's your.
If it weren't for all the random spelling stuff, I'd be more prone to believe you.
I silently thanked them for getting caught in the crowd for me and hurried to the classroom. I'm wondering if that might have been a bad one for not being able to interact with Yuri more, but not interacting with Yuri is actually something that will make Yuri have to grow in order to interact with us. And that's what we need. Yuri needs character development.
Yeah, he
No,
does.
no, Yuri, you need character development. You don't get to speak to me right now. You speak to me when you grow up.
Yeah, you're de facto adult, but you're still such a kid.
I'm
Any
not
more
a kid.
character development, and I might become a villain.
Oh no.
I'm already a villain. Have you seen how many slippers I've thrown?
That's not villainous. That
Just
is
violent.
actually no. That's the nature of heroism.
Yeah, but in Yuri's eyes, I'm still the villain.
Oh yeah, well,
That's
sure.
the point.
Yeah.
I guess the classroom is the only place I can relax. I relaxed as I sat in my seat. I can't believe I have to go through this every morning. I seriously thought of whether I should take the bus. As soon as I sat down, Zoe looked at me.
You're here.
Zoe waved and came towards me. Oh, hey. Why am I so tired? I want to go home already.
We have some bad news for you. The school nurse asked for you to come to the infirmary.
Mr. Eugene? Again? Why?
How would I know? Anyways, I'll pray for you.
I'm going to resent you forever for making me the health commissioner.
Then you should have taken the vice president spot when I first offered. You've earned it.
So I brought up the past. The infirmary from the morning. Today is not my day.
Look, I'll cheer up with my strawberry soy milk when you come back.
Now that's imagery.
Yeah.
Oh no.
There's people's little bit of Yuri for the day.
And there's people thinking Tara was the lactating fish. And I feel sorry for those who don't get that reference.
now I want to make Soy's hair ribbon a Finian tail.
Yeah.
Get the mods quick.
That's so nice of you, huh? But where's Shinbi? Don't you have to get that for Shimmy?
Oh, Shinbi's not here today. She has a shoot in the morning. I think she's gotten busy. I barely saw her at the house this morning.
Oh, okay. She must be busy modeling and taking classes.
Well, I guess she likes it since she takes all the projects.
I know, I'm jealous. Oh, right. I should get going. Then I'll be back if I'm late to tell the teacher for me.
Okay, then good luck, my friend. Get the enemy's head. Fight on!
Mr. Eugene's head. Just the thought of it scares me. Excuse me, Mr. Eugene? I heard you ask for me.
That is
Meow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're like, wow,
Yeah.
I get lines.
me. Wait a minute. I was like, wait, what? Did she say Eugene? Gotta powder myself up for this one.
Yeah,
Oh,
because he
you're
is
here.
pasty.
Oh, you're here. Why are you so late?
I came as soon as I got to the classroom. Well, I was caught up by some things this morning.
It is none of my business. First, hurry in and close the door. Beatrice has a cold these days. She'll get in big trouble if it worsens.
No wonder she got a cold. She only has bones. Wait, what am I thinking right now? Shake my head and let out a sigh. I think I'm getting weirder. Alright.
Let the weird flow through you. Yes.
That makes me think of the weird with a Y. I closed the door right away. But why did you call me?
First, take this. These are the prints for science class today. Your science teacher told me to hand them to you.
Why did the science teacher give these to you? Anyways, is this all? Then I'll be going.
Wait a minute. Come here.
I knew it. He said first. Well, why?
Do you want me to get up and drag you here?
Nope. No, I'll go. He didn't say anything serious, but since it was Mr. Eugene, I felt nervous. But I decided to listen to him like a lamb.
Eh.
Bad touch.
Baramu. Oh, sorry, I had to bring that movie into here. Sorry.
Ready to make some bad choices?
Yes.
Okay, I'm out. See you guys later.
Has Rory ever seen Star versus the Forces of Evil?
Obviously not. Obviously not. Eventually, though, we can introduce them to the madness that is the forces. Here, stand in front of me. Hold out your hands.
Hmm?
Hurry up.
I quietly held out my hands.
Here, take this.
Huh? Felt something cold in my hand. I opened my hands and saw something sparkling. This is a hairpin?
Good. My business with you is done. You can go now. I have to spend some quality time with Beatrice, so get out now.
Run.
Get out.
Run. He's gonna get
Yeah,
boned.
Run,
Mr.
meow.
Eugene pushed my back. Wait, Mr. Eugene, what is this?
Don't you see? It's an object, 70% metal and 30% plastic, that is used to secure hair.
I mean, I know it's a hairpin, but why are you giving this to me?
I received it from someone.
Who?
You talk a lot.
Mr. Eugene pointed at the hairpin in my hand.
Do you know that teacher with the fantastic figure? The one that makes you want to take out his fourth rib bone?
What?
He teaches music.
That doesn't mean... Mr. Yuri?
Yes, he asked me. I don't know how he knew I was going to call on you to hand over the prince. He said he wanted to give it to you himself, but he was busy today, so he asked me to give it to you instead.
And I'm double taking on the previous line. It's like, the prince or the prince?
The fresh prince.
The prince. Damn, is it from Bel Air?
No, well, I think the artist formerly known as Prince, like Dot. We need to just for Prince.
Found him.
Anyways, I refused at first. I couldn't be bothered, but he gave me a scarf for Beatrice, so I couldn't refuse. All right, now stop interfering and get out.
And look, the Beatrice in the back actually has a little ribbon on her neck. What? Why did Mr. Yuri suddenly give this hairpin?
Stop talking. I don't know anymore. Stop asking and get out.
Mr. Yuri, stop pushing.
Give me my
In the
quality
end-
me time.
In the end, Mr. Eugene pushed me out of the infirmary. I stood in the hallway and just looked at the hairpin. Why did he suddenly give this to me? Blink, blink. Blink, blink.
I mean, what do you think that Mr. Eugene's doing?
I guess finding a nice place on that tailbone.
He's having a different meaning of having a boner.
He's getting boned.
He's adding a bone to Beatrice.
He's stolen and shammered his waifu again.
Yeah.
Lol.
I remember Yuri quietly eating his breakfast this morning. I didn't even say bye to him properly. But really, why a hairpin all of a sudden? Suddenly I remembered what he told me before.
Your bangs
A little late.
cover up your pretty face.
Was he thinking about that? As I spaced out in the middle of the hallway, kids passed by and stared at me. No, it's not like that! As the careless whisper finally ends with that line. Oops, if I say it like this, they'll call me something worse than a maid. I should at least stop that from happening. I hurried to the classroom. After boring math class came sweet recess. I got ready for the next class after Soy went out to get strawberry milk. Let's see. I think I have to move classrooms next class. Oh, it's music. I remember the hairpin Yuri gave me. It's been bothering me the whole day. I felt iffy having it, not knowing the motive behind it. And he could have just given it to me himself. Why did he give it to Mr. Eugene? I mean, I kind of have refused every gift he's given to me directly.
Are you the maid?
I was spacing out and thinking about this, and that when someone tapped me. Huh? Me? I gathered my senses and turned around. Everyone already went out. I was the only one in the classroom, and 3 girls were standing around me. I've never seen them before. Who are they? I was confused at seeing the strange faces when one of them started talking.
Yeah, seeing that face, I think it's you.
I think they're in the same grade, seeing their name tags, but what's up? Do you have something you want to say to me?
You know what? She's nothing. Yeah, she's really average.
You know what? I think that if we'd stayed and didn't go out right away, we might have gotten the hairpin in the limo.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Wait, I wanted to hand you this hairpin. Oh.
Yeah, because he was like, wait, he didn't want us to go, right?
Yeah. Honey, no.
The girls scanned me from head to toe. I could tell they were intentionally trying to pick me apart. They soon whispered to themselves and smirked. I feel bad.
Just whisper.
I
I
wonder
some-
what she'd be like when people said she's Mr. Yuri's maid, but well, she's way more plain than I thought. Someone else take it.
See, feel safe.
I know, right? Let's go, guys.
They came to talk to me first, but they just turned away without explaining anything. Feeling safe, I don't know what they were talking about, but I didn't feel good about it. No, actually, I felt really bad. What was that just now?
The plastics.
Who are they?
Soy came in holding a strawberry milk. Oh, Soy.
The girls who were just here. They were talking to you, right? I've never seen them before.
I think they said something weird.
Something weird?
I told Soy what those girls said. It was about them feeling safer after seeing me. After Soy heard that, her expression hardened. And she glared towards the direction the girls disappeared.
Oh.
Those bitches!
What were they doing?
What do you mean, what? They were here to check if you were any competition.
Competition? That's ridiculous.
Well, no need to worry, my friend. These things just need time to be taken care of. And if time doesn't solve it, I can just kindly and sweetly call them to the bathroom and talk to them with my hands.
Yo, Soy ready to throw down.
Soy winked.
His hands.
Soy had the natural talent of saying scary things with a sweet face.
So she's the one to actually hide the bodies.
It makes sense because of the character playing her.
It was scary, but I was glad since she seems to worry about me. But anyways, isn't that how people justify violence?
Oh, what do you mean, violence? I'm just talking with my hands. Oh, it's music class next. Hey, housekeeping lady, your employer's waiting for you.
I told you not to call me that.
Oh, alright. I should stop too. Since you went through that... Whatever. Forget it.
Soy laughed out loud. I felt much better after seeing Soy laugh it off. If it weren't for Soy, I wouldn't have been able to tell anyone. No matter how much I hate it, as a student, I have to follow the timetable. I headed to the music room with heavy steps. I felt like I had a 10-ton iron chain tied to my legs.
That's just Yuri's fantasy.
Even in my seat, I felt like I was sitting on a bed of thorns the whole time. As Yuri entered the music room, girls here and there gasped. Yuri was wearing an elegant black suit. The suit fit his lean arms and legs perfectly. It really was an awe-inspiring look. He really is handsome. Problem's that he's black on the inside. The hairpin Yuri gave me was in my uniform jacket. I unconsciously put my hand in my pocket and fidgeted with the hairpin. Why in the world did he give me this? Is this another part of those moves he makes on girls all the time?
He's black on the inside. That's why he's called the Black Panther.
Now, let's start class. Everyone, pay attention.
Yuri lightly tapped the blackboard. I felt like I caught his eyes when I raised my head. And at that moment, Yuri's lips flinched a bit for some reason. I think he wants to say something. But Yuri soon turned his head to the blackboard so I couldn't see his face. Did I see it wrong? Yuri cleared his throat and started class.
Music is a charming form of magic that fulfills people's hearts. The more people listen to music, the deeper and larger their hearts become.
Yuri was serious today for some reason.
And at one point, they become so enraptured by the melody, they hypnotize themselves.
This is what we're calling Yuri being serious?
She spoke too
Well, at
soon.
least he's. They
He's trying, okay?
they feel like becoming the bravest they feel like they're becoming the bravest soldier with a proud march, and the most romantic lover with a sweet serenade.
I think that someone has a affection for shoulders.
But we don't kink shame here.
I mean, it is kind of
No.
hot.
I mean,
The
I would be
shoulders.
shunned from the universe right now if that were the case.
You also have an affection for shoulders?
I have an affection for a lot of things, Tara. We don't talk about these things.
I do.
No, trust me, you don't want to know what's in Marty's.
Rory saying I do made me think of Encanto, Dolores.
No, Dolores can go sit in the corner. No, she has nowhere, nothing to do with this topic whatsoever.
It's like no one knows about the prophecy. It's like I do.
You're like the Dolores from Encanto. You're like, oh, I know.
Yeah.
That's why I believe music can control a person's mind.
Oh, you want to hypnotize me now, eh? Yuri continued with a serious face.
Oh my gosh, I've seen this.
He was actually acting like a teacher this time. It was so unfamiliar and odd that I ended up focusing during the whole class.
This isn't the only appeal of music. It also gives back your sensitivity.
Were you gonna say people hard-ons?
No. No.
I think you thought about it though.
But one shortcoming of music is that you have to experience it for yourself. You can't know the real charms of music just by reading it from a textbook. In that sense, the exam this time will require actual experience along with knowing the theory. It can be going to a concert, recital, or anything.
So we need to write a book report on a musical performance?
Now
I
just have to
guess so.
show up.
I will give extra points for anyone who goes to a music concert and brings back the tickets.
The kids stir. An assignment where you hand in a ticket? The last music teacher made us sing or write music sheets. This was a bit fresh. Other students looked interested too.
This isn't just for your class, but the whole school. I want the students to actually experience music. The principal has already approved. If you have any questions concerning this, come to my office. Office hours privately. Of course, I always welcome the sweet girls.
Note to self, everybody, this is not how you teach.
No,
This is also not what Schritz is like in real life either.
and that is also true. Everything was fine except for the
Disclaimer,
last part.
disclaimer.
I know, right? It's like if that last line wasn't in there, that would have seemed perfectly innocent.
Yeah.
Yuri winked towards the girls. The girls cheered. I feel like I want to throw something. Should I just report him? I thought he was being a serious teacher for one.
Now then, I'll start today's class. Now, oh, I didn't bring the music sheets for today. Where's the class president?
Oh my goodness.
I thought you're not here.
Zoe's in the same class as me, so of course she's here.
Yeah.
Red wouldn't be here. At Yuri's words, Zoe raised her hand and stood up in a flash. Her eyes sparkled.
Can you go to the teacher's office for me? No, I was about to ask you, but it's too heavy for a cute girl to carry. Sit down.
At Yuri's words, Zoe sat down, looking disappointed. Yuri strokes his chin as if contemplating, and looked around the class to pick someone to run the errand.
Let's see. Should I make the useless boys do it?
Boo! I oppose such sexist discrimination. And Mr. Yuri, you have your own maid in our class.
A boy raised his hand and complained. Suddenly, the whole class looked at me. I couldn't do anything and just sat there, breaking out in cold sweat.
Yeah, maid's supposed to run your errands.
Be quiet. I just told you. It's too heavy for a girl to carry. And she's not here to run petty errands for me.
The girl stirred at what Yuri said.
If you don't use a maid for errands, when do you use her?
Oh my.
Yes, indeed. When do you
Mr.
use her?
Yuri, just let the maid do it.
I told you she doesn't run errands. I wish you'd stop saying things like that.
Then what
does she do?
Yuri looked annoyed. At seeing him feel uncomfortable, the girl started to stir. No, if he says more, the girls will misunderstand again. I had to raise my hand. Mr. Yuri, I'll do it. I've been exercising a lot, so I can carry heavy things. As I raised my hand and stood up, everyone stared at me. And now everything will be fine if I just go and...
No.
Yunho, who was sitting still, suddenly stood up. I tried to tell him with my eyes that it's fine, but Yunho couldn't see. Thanks to that, the girl started to glare more. Yunho ruined everything.
He said it's too heavy for a girl. I'll go with Lance.
Lance, who was sitting still, frowned. No wonder he's pissed. He had to go run errands for Yuri all of a sudden. He'll probably start nagging us for involving him in this.
I never knew that they were here the whole time.
They're in our class!
Just
You know,
At least Yunho recognized that if he was going to go, he needed
Look,
another
none of
boy
us
to help
remembered
him
we're here,
because
okay?
Yeah.
I mean, Shinbi should be here too.
Yeah.
They're
but
all
she's
in
not
a
here.
class. She's here. She's just not saying anything because Shinbi doesn't.
Well, no, Shinbi's
No,
not.
no, Shinbi is
Shinbi's at
absent today.
shoots.
Oh yeah, she might be actually modeling, but she
Yeah.
could be here in this
Yeah.
class right now at any point. But she's helping us
Yeah.
out.
Never mind the kiddo. I'm just gonna have someone big do it.
The kids start booing again. I should decide quickly, even if it's just for Yuri.
Is it bad that when one said boo, the other one sounded like they said moo afterwards?
Oh gosh, it's another decision.
Yeah.
Are you ready to make some bad choices?
Oh god.
There's the soundbite version.
There it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
It's like I remember reading comments saying someone saying that Yuri's route is actually really hard. I think it is because you have to balance out doing things, right? You need to actually get your self-confidence, I think. Self-confidence is key in this route. And I'll go. It's like I'm going to own up to this, right?
Yeah, that's
I
what
think
would
that's
do.
Yeah,
the
I think that's the right way to go.
okay.
Yeah.
I took a step forward. Mr. Yuri, I'll just go ahead.
I told you you didn't have to.
It's fine. I've moved skeleton models for Mr. Eugen anyways. Then I'll be back. I opened the classroom door and hurried out to the hallway. I no longer felt the stairs, only as the door closed. I let out a huge sigh as soon as I got out of the classroom. Is it because of the girls who came to me earlier? I'm suddenly really tired. I feel troubled. I feel upset about being called a maid and getting embarrassed in front of everyone. But what's more upsetting is that I can't explain everything truthfully. And I hate that the boys are worrying with me too. The more I think about it, the more gloomy I feel. This one too. I walk energetically on purpose. Thinking about it will only make me sad. Let's just finish getting those prints. The sound of my steps rang through the silent hallway. And besides, Mr. Yuri, you know there's such a thing called a cart. A few moments
No,
later.
she could let 2 persons.
Well, yeah. Also, but there are generally do have like things like carts that you can put things on at school, right? For moving bigger things around, because there are sometimes really old teachers that need to move these things around.
Maybe at your fancy schools.
A few moments later, this is heavier than I thought. As Yuri said, the music sheets were too heavy for a girl to carry alone. I couldn't raise my back at all of the papers. So many stairs left to climb. Now, the way I'm imagining this happening is like, okay, step, up, rest. Step, up, rest. Step, up, rest. Step, up, rest.
Yeah.
Another
Okay,
set of
there's a cart.
stairs appeared in front of my eyes. Yeah, needing to go up and down the stairs. Yeah, that does prevent the cart. So my junior high school actually had a wheelchair lift.
Hmm.
And my high school had like ramps everywhere, so everywhere was wheelchair accessible.
You
Ultimately,
guys don't have like an elevator or something?
That should have
um,
said
yeah, there wasn't an elevator. It's like older buildings; they don't have
Wow.
elevators or anything.
Yeah.
They weren't designed with elevators in mind. Oh well. The moment I was about to step on the stairs again. I wonder who this is.
This
It might
literally
be
could be
Tay,
anybody.
Red,
Tay or Red.
I think it's Tay.
the president.
Yeah, I think Tay or the principal, both being Rory, would be fine.
Okay. What are you doing here?
Huh? I raised my head and found Tay coming down from the stairs. Tay,
Tara?
when I was raising my head to look at Tay, I lost my balance. As I fell down, all the music sheets I was holding onto fluttered into the air. The stairs and hallway were covered with paper. Oh no, what am I going to do? I carefully stacked the paper left in my hands onto the side. And I crouched down on the floor and started gathering the scattered music sheets.
Tara, wait.
At that moment, Tay hurried downstairs and sat down next to me. And he stopped my hand. Huh?
I'll do it.
Tay didn't say another word and calmly started gathering all the paper. I tried to help, but Tay stopped me every time. I felt like I was troubling him. I felt bad for Tay.
There. Here you go.
Tay was about to hand me the music sheets, but stopped. But why were you carrying all... Oh, wait.
Wow.
I'm sorry, they both start with ta.
Mistakes were made. But why were you carrying all this by yourself?
They weren't that heavy. It's fine. Actually, they were heavy, but they pretended to be fine in front of Tay. But Tay just silently looked at the sheet.
These are music sheets. Did Yuri make you do this?
Tay asked me shortly like he did this morning. I couldn't say no and just stayed quiet. Tay's face hardened. I feel like I ratted him out, but Yuri did not make me do this.
Yep. I repeat.
Why would Yuri make you do this?
Well, he didn't make me. I mean, the situation was a bit... but it's really nothing. I'm fine. But I have to go now. I'll be in trouble if I'm late. Give it here. Thanks for helping.
You want to carry all this by yourself again? Where should I take them?
They didn't hand me the sheets and just held on to them. I felt flustered and waved my hands. No, it's fine. Just give it here. Weren't you going somewhere?
Don't care about that. Just lead me to the classroom. I'll carry it for you.
If Tay takes these to the music room for me... I felt nervous at the thought. As I stood there with a gloomy face, Tay looked at me curiously.
Tara, what's wrong?
You know what people call me these days? If they say you helping me, they'll definitely say the maid's shoving around the hot five. Tay's face fell too. He looked like he felt sorry, but I didn't feel good to see it. Tay's always trying to help me. But I just wanted to get out of the situation and reach my hands towards Tay. Thanks for helping anyway. Now, give me those sheets. I'll go by myself from here. Tay let out a sigh. I'm thinking that this is probably Yuri coming to check.
Yeah, this is most likely Yuri.
What are you doing?
Huh? Oh,
I don't know,
okay.
actually.
Oh, no.
Damn. I wasn't expecting that.
Well, I mean, it is within character for Lance.
True,
Yeah.
but that's
Where to
also
help.
the question that pretty much anybody would have asked in that spot.
Basically, yeah. Anybody that came after.
Except for Red, he would have said heroin first.
True.
Yep.
And Yunho would have said master.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
I thought we...
It's okay.
You want Lance to say the line?
yeah.
What are you doing?
Now Lance approached us from where Tay was standing before. Lance? Lance was frowning like before. He looked like he was in a bad mood.
Bad.
What are you doing here? Weren't you in class? Lance was supposed to be in class in the music room. At my question, Lance walked towards us and let out a sigh.
I am, but the person who went to get the music sheets didn't come back. Of course, the teacher told me to go to see what happened. He talked more gibberish after you left. Thanks to that, we ended up wasting the whole class today again.
Oh. Yuri must have taught the class weird things without the sheets. I guess the class went rogue since I didn't return soon. Lance stood there in front of us, obviously looking very bothered.
I see that Tay's been helping you. I'll carry everything from now on.
Since Lance got permission to help me, it might be okay for him to carry it. Then thanks.
What do you think I'm here for? Tay, give it here.
Tay handed the sheets to Lance.
Lance. Is Yuri teaching?
Lance nodded.
Okay. Thanks for coming to help.
Tay looked at me after talking. He looked like he had a lot to say, but stopped.
Don't overwork yourself.
He said bye to me and Lance.
Then I'll be off. See you guys at home.
Okay, thanks. As I thanked him, Tay gave me a soft smile. Ah, thank God. I felt better to see him give me his usual smile, even though it's probably his fake smile. His usual smile. That's the fake one.
You fake whore.
I smiled as he disappeared and waved my hand. Lance helped me carry the sheets to the music room, and the class continued.
This was composed in 1956, but I didn't receive much attention then.
Yuri continued the class seriously, and saying I makes me go, "You're what, 70 something?"
That's what I thought too.
Whoa.
He's very well preserved.
I am very preserved.
Those facial masks do a lot of work, you know.
Yuri continued the class seriously. Thanks to his serious attitude, the students listened carefully. They soon stopped paying attention to me. But they'll call me a maid for some time now. I listened to the class feeling gloomy. I couldn't really focus on the lecture. Even after the class, Yuri didn't say anything much. Besides, other kids were still focusing on me. So I had to stop myself from asking about the hairpin. I should ask him when I got home. Today's dinner is ramen. I
Let's
do like
go.
freshly made rice, but you just need to eat hot, spicy ramen noodles on some days. I used to
Mood.
only eat ramen for a while, then when Grandpa died. I've gotten so used to Taya and Yinho's cooking that eating ramen felt so new. Does it taste good? I'm cooking today, I asked nervously. I've never cooked ramen for a lot of people before, so I was worried if I put too much water in.
It's good, Master.
Really? Thank God.
This is really good. I want to eat this every day.
I'm glad. Yinho and Red empty their bowls quickly.
I refuse to eat food tainted with artificial flavors, regardless of how good it is.
Lance is right. It's okay to eat it sometimes, but it's not good for you to eat it every day. It's not a well-balanced meal.
Whatever. As long as it's good, it's fine. I can't think about all that.
Actually, I guess you won't get any smarter now just by eating healthy meals, so I will not care.
It's an insult, right? Right?
Starting again, the ramen's getting cold. Hurry and eat. Lance and Red stopped bickering at what I said. While everyone sat and ate together, I noticed an empty seat. I looked at the empty chair. Yinho noticed my gaze and talked to me.
Yuri is late again. Is late today again too?
I don't know. He didn't say anything.
It's probably harassing girls somewhere.
Harassing girls?
Yinho stopped eating and flinched.
That's what he does. Whenever he says something, girls start shrieking and twisting their bodies. I think he uses a powerful curse of black magic.
Red said seriously. Girls do act like that around Yuri. That's not black magic, Red. Besides, girls act like that around you, too.
He'll come in later. It's not just today that he's late.
But he's definitely been coming home later these days. He looked a bit tired at class today. I hope he comes early to rest.
Huh? Yuri was tired? Isn't he always energetic?
I know. We had music class today and he looked really tired for some reason. He even forgot to bring the music sheets.
Come to think of it, he did seem a bit weak this morning. He also looked like he had something to say. Did he leave the music sheets because he was tired, as Yinho said?
Oh, that reminds me. I'm glad Master didn't have to carry them. They were really heavy.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Thanks.
Carry what? Heavy? The heroine almost carried it?
Oh yeah, she almost did.
Will you be fine like this?
Lance calmly asked me. His blue eyes sank as he looked at me. What?
About your nickname. Sometimes it's best to stay still if you wish to keep it down, but there's a way to avoid it when it gets too rough. Like today, you didn't have to admit to being a maid yourself. Volunteering to do all the dirty work is what a true maid does.
You know what? The way the fact that Lance said "stay still" is like, should we have stayed still in the limo in the morning?
No.
If we do end up with a bad ending I think I might go back to that. I lost words at what Lance said. I was upset about it already, but Lance picked the exact spot.
Dirty work? What do you mean?
I let out a small sigh. Didn't want to think about it.
Heroine? What happened today? Commander, the heroine seems to be in trouble. Shouldn't we do something?
They didn't say anything and just looked at me. He then lowered his head, and he started to blame himself.
It's all my fault. I shouldn't have called you a maid in the first place. There must have been a better way. I'm sorry for saying that.
Oh, no, if you didn't step up, something worse would have happened, I said sincerely. Tay raised his head a bit. He still seemed to feel bad. If Tay hadn't made that excuse, I really would have been in big trouble. Honestly, if I think about it, this is all Yuri's fault for making me suddenly get out of the car. Thanks for worrying, but I'm really fine. Honestly, it's a lie to say I feel 100% fine, but I understand why the girls are jealous. I mean, I could say I'm 100% fucked up, insecure, neurotic, and emotional. I felt better to see everyone worry for me. And since I have Soy and Shinbi to take by my side as well, I'm fine. Besides, I have more things that make me happy than little things that bother me. I now have a family with whom I can ride the limo and go to school comfortably, and I get to eat dinner with them like this when I come home. So I can handle all that. There are definitely more people who are against me now, but nothing's really uncomfortable. You guys don't have to be so sensitive about it.
Well, if you say so. But you have to tell us if something happens, okay?
Okay. I nod again. And I focus on eating. The ramen noodles get cold already. Everyone's worrying about me. The ramen is cold, but my heart is warm. Yuri seems to be sorry too, so let's just let it go. I remember the hairpin I got from Yuri and thought. The night got late. I'm wondering if, nope. The night got late. I opened the diary I write in every day. Every time I fill a page, I feel proud. Grandpa always said that a diary is a place where you store your memories. And he also said that those memories become what's truly valued in life. Oh, the ink. Let's see, where's my new pen? Ah, something fell from my bag. I picked up the light object. It was the hairpin Mr. Eugene gave me. Be more exact, but it was the hairpin Mr. Eugene was asked to give me. The crystals on the pin sparkled. I ended up not asking Yuri about it. So I don't know why he gave this to me. Should I still try it? Looking at the mirror, I put the pin on my hair. It sparkled in my hair. Come to think of it,
Right
I
there.
didn't even say thanks. I heard a knock at the door. Huh? Who is it this late? Come in? The door opened.
Calling it Yuri.
Yuri.
I guess
Yeah.
it's me. Ah, you were sleeping.
FBI, open up.
It was Yuri. When did he get home? Oh, Yuri, come in.
You were writing in your diary again, right?
Yeah, I write every day, so I get nervous and can't sleep if I don't. But did you just get here?
Yeah.
Yuri was late today, as always. but his hair looked wet. I don't think it's raining. Did he take a shower? Yuri touched his hair, noticing my gaze. I nagged him just as he always did to me. You told me to dry my hair properly, and now your hair is all wet.
I had to sweat a little today. I did wash right away, but I didn't have time to dry my hair.
You had to sweat. What would Yuri do that would involve sweating? Only one thing comes to mind.
Yeah.
You got a construction job after school?
Yuri flipped up his hair. Yeah. Lance, your route's already over. No cabadoning here.
No, I was just saying what Yuri was doing.
You had to. Was that a to microphone cabadon? And you took a shower outside? I came back to my senses at the word shower. Sweating and taking a shower? Did he go to the gym?
Yes. Oh, is my honey imagining something sneaky right now?
What do you mean? I was just wondering what you were doing.
Why are you overreacting? I'm getting more suspicious.
Yuri slowly approached me. He had that buttery smile he always has. What?
This.
Yuri held out his hand. Huh? I thought he was about to do something weird again. His hand gently touched my hair.
You wrote it. You wore it. I was like, what? I was like, oh, wrote. It's like, what did she wrote? It's like, oh, wore.
Oh,
wore it.
dear.
Oh. Yuri smiled at the sparkling hairpin in my hair.
I knew it. This looks good on you.
Before I knew it, Yuri's face was right in front of mine. This is too close. Oh, I opened my mouth, but my voice was trembling. I was a bit surprised at my own voice, but continued as if it's nothing. Thanks for the hairpin. I was surprised.
Oh, it's on her art now.
Oh.
The hairpin.
Yeah, it's on a model.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been on her portrait since she put it on.
Oh, I didn't notice.
You should be noticing things like this.
Mm,
You got it for me after all. I was a bit embarrassed since I never wore much accessories. My face turned red as I backed away a bit. But why did you suddenly give me this?
It's a gift in return for that cup of tea.
Tea? Oh, I think he's talking about Secret Garden. I never expected this. I didn't think he'd give something in return. And it's also not something like super expensive. Like Eugene pointed out, he said it was 70% metal and like 30% plastic.
Yeah.
I thought he always just talked about it. Did he always care like this?
I bought it before to give it to you for myself. To you myself, but I never had the chance. Of course, I wanted to take you on a date, but my darling never gave me a chance.
Yuri sounded a bit upset. Oh, come to think of it, he asked me out, but I refused. felt a bit sorry seeing Yuri give something in return like this. While I was thinking, Yuri opened his mouth. Sounded a bit careful.
About what happened in class today.
Yuri said with serious eyes. He's talking about that again. I've already discussed it so much with the other boys. I didn't want to mention it again. I don't really want to talk about that anymore. And another choice. So,
I think I feel like the correct quote unquote choice is don't care about me.
yeah, because it's like her affections are kind of
And then he pushes in and convinces you that he's actually a good shut up.
phrasing.
And then in Yuri's world, he cabadons in and bends her over and then pulls her pants down.
But he shows you his sensitive side, shows he actually does care and doesn't let you get away with that bullshit.
Yeah. I'm fine, so don't care about me. I'm telling you I'm fine, so don't care about it. I'm really fine. The girls will stop someday, I guess. I'm honestly a bit upset, but I just have to laugh it off. I don't want the other boys to be upset because of me.
That's weird.
What is? Yuri frowned.
I don't feel any better, even though you said you're fine.
What? Yuri strokes his chin seriously.
And, why aren't you getting mad at me? Come to think of it, you've never really been angry with me. There was one instance, but you always said no and run away, or took it as a joke. But you never got mad. Maybe that's why I like you.
Yuri told me he likes me with a serious face. I know it doesn't mean anything, but my heart's beating faster.
Is it because you're so nice that you can't be harsh with me? But this time, I feel bad about everything that happened just by watching it. I'm not fine, even though you say it's fine. Why do I feel so uncomfortable seeing you get treated like that?
Yuri?
Should we go out and get some air? It's too stuffy in here to talk.
Yuri looked around the room and said, What? Go out where?
Somewhere close.
And another choice.
Oof.
I think this would be a time to accept it.
He's being very serious and opening up. I think, yeah.
I agree.
Alright, but where are we going? We can't go far since it's late.
Don't worry. Even I won't kidnap you and elope to somewhere far at
On
this
second
hour.
thought.
Yuri wink. Hello.
Eh?
Zoinks!
I do want to elope with my honey, but I won't tonight.
I feel nervous for some reason. I stood still and just stared into his face, where he noticed and waved his hands.
I'm joking. I'm just joking. Joking. You don't have to glare at me like that. I'll just go to the front yard.
Yuri. All right.
Now, let's go.
At least we'll be in the front yard. You can't pull anything in there like you could in my room when it's just the two of us.
Just the two.
That sounds
of
like a
us.
challenge.
Yuri
Are
grabbed
you
my hand.
challenging me?
Yeah, if it's from the front yard, I
like
have
the
nothing to worry about. Yuri dragged me out of the house. The night wind was cold. It was pretty late, so the road was quiet. Oh, I see the stars, I said while looking at the night sky. It's hard to see stars in the city these days. The sky was clear today, and I saw a lot twinkling away. Yuri stood by me as I exclaimed at the stars. He stood there without saying anything for a while, but soon opened his mouth.
It marks 1 month.
For what?
It's been a month since I started working in the academy.
Oh,
Can you believe it? It's already been a month.
I know. A lot of things happened in between. Surprisingly, Yuri became a teacher at the academy, bought a limousine, and bought everyone smartphones. It only seems like yesterday, but it's already been a month. Maybe time is flying by so fast because I'm having so much fun with the boys.
Hey, can you look over here?
Huh? Yuri was holding onto an expensive-looking box. I couldn't tell what was in the box he was holding with both hands. What's that?
Nobody give this to me. I thought about what you said earlier. About people giving their hearts when they give gifts. About that sincerity you talk of.
Yuri held out the paper box, and he opened the lid. Inside was heel? The pretty heel sparkled in the night sky. But why is he showing me these?
And after I think about it, I thought I should give you something I chose myself. That hairpin and
Yuri sat me on a bench nearby, and he slowly kneels in front of me. Our first CG!
Finally.
Fine.
Feels like that was a long way into his route before we got the first one.
I
Yeah.
think we
Yeah.
might. There might have been one. Like we've been avoiding him actually with this route so far.
Yeah.
True.
I think we might have missed one. It'll be interesting to look it up later.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yuri? He lowered himself. Now Yuri was looking up towards me. Like a knight waiting to carry out a sacred ritual, Yuri looked at me seriously. And he laid out a shoe in front of me. He lifted one side of my feet.
I knew I got the right size.
Huh? Your eyes are that good that you can just size me up at a glance?
Yeah. Yes,
He
that's
Makes
just
you
why I
wonder
know
what else
which
he's
size.
been. Makes you wonder what else he's been eyeing up. Yeah.
He's just really
Yuri
into
took-
feet.
Yuri took off the left shoe I had on. His touch was soft, so I couldn't help but let him handle my foot. Yuri softly held my foot and gently put on the heel.
My one and only master.
Yuri looked up at me. I've never seen his eyes look so deep. I just sat there, completely defenseless. I felt like I was being sucked into his eyes.
I will make an official request.
Yuri even changed how he spoke. Yuri's face was reflected in the moonlight and glistened.
Will you go out on a date with me tomorrow?
Ooh.
Yuri asked me out for the second time. While feeling flustered, I saw the elegant heel on my foot. It was stylish and elegant design. But more than that, Yuri looked much more wonderful.
Oh.
Another
Correct one is
choice.
to say yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like if we're really gonna zone in on his route, I feel like we might have to say yes now.
I mean,
Because
this is the
we've kind of
perfect
played
time.
hard to get. We've played hard to get for long enough.
Yeah, we kind of avoided things for
We've
a
kind of
bit.
brought out his more sincere side now.
Mm-hmm.
And he actually said that he bought this himself. This is something he didn't get as a gift. He actually went out and got this, chose it himself,
But
as with the hairpin. So
but and hear me out. What if we don't go out with him?
if we don't, we might get a bad end, and that might be interesting too.
I love how on mine we were definitely going to go in and like zone in on Lance's route, and then on Yuri's route we're kind of doing the opposite. We're kind of like, what if we avoid him for longer?
No, I think the correct choice is to go on the date. I'm just like,
Yeah.
screw this guy.
Yeah, for the benefit
Well,
of my stream, this is what I want to do to Yuri.
It's like avoid him.
No, I played my slap sound.
What would be interesting is if, depending on who you choose, the protagonist's personality changes to a different persona. Like for Yuri, she would turn tsundere. For another character, she would go dere. For another character, you see what I'm saying?
What you're talking about is amnesia.
Is that
Pretty much, yeah.
I
Pretty
I never played Amnesia, but I was like, that would be pretty interesting.
I played every route of amnesia, and that's basically how it ends up. Every route is you are a different girl by the end. Basically, you are a blank slate, having forgotten everything and trying to hide it from everybody. But by the end, you actually develop into the personality and person that you were meant to be, and it's actually a different person for the most part with each guy that you chose to be with.
I mean, I've been saying that I feel weird sometimes with doing visual novels because it's hard to, get into them if you just come in part way through. But I really have been wanting to play Amnesia.
I was actually considering that being another one because I was like, I've already played through all of it, so the main thing would be having a group of people to voice act over it with me, so that it's fun to have new experiences for everybody. Because I 100% did that game. I've gotten all these achievements on Steam. I played that game for over 60 hours, and I even did all the mini games and unlocked that achievement too.
Okay, now here's
a classic
the
for a
selling
reason.
point, Tara, is there a yandere route?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Oh, shit.
So this group, Amnesia stream when?
I know,
Well,
right?
there are less guys in Amnesia.
Yeah, that's a
That
problem.
is true.
Guys.
Really? Now, well, we
I
can
mean, I can use my Mrs. Doubtfire voice. I got this. I can be a girl. It's gonna be hard for me to sustain it, but I could at least go
for the
for it.
content, Tara.
I mean, guys, you're missing the point here. I can be the girl, and you guys get all the boy.
So Sky can just be the best friend again.
Yeah.
I'll just be forever the best friend.
Friend zoned.
Always the bridesmaid.
Okay. So, do we want to see if we can get a bad end here?
I'd be okay with trying for the bad end, but whatever.
Because the bad ends kind of have a glimpse into what could be with Nameless, and I'm curious about what happens with that, right?
And I'm curious what his bad end is, but on the other hand, whichever. Again.
Yeah.
Or
I mean, we
could-
had a bad ending on mine, so it'd be kind of interesting to get a bad ending on each route, and then
We
Yeah.
had a bad ending on yours, despite trying to do the right thing. So we
Yeah.
we could be just wrong
I'm-
here.
we could just be
Mhm.
flat wrong here.
unless you want to attempt to get the good ending, and then we could just do the bad ending thing next stream before we start
Either
on
or.
the next route.
Like before we end Yuri's. I mean, after we end Yuri's route, we could go for the band ends.
Well,
Either or.
I don't know if we should do that after we end Yuri's route. If we don't get basically, if we don't end up with the, we regain a sense of self, right? That is the key to unlocking all the different pieces. So I think that's the best end that we get with that. So so I think we might need to get the best end to unlock all those pieces.
Up to you, Tara. I think all choices are good here.
I want to see what happens if we don't say anything. I want to see if he will keep professing himself.
All right, I'm done.
Alright.
Okay, let's see what happens. I just sat there and looked at Yuri.
Do you not like the shoe?
Oh, no. Can I really take these? The heels Yuri gave me fit perfectly. Seeing the label, I thought it must be as pricey as the dolls. In other words, it wasn't something anyone could just buy. But Yuri smiled at my worried. I was about to say Yuri's
Yuri
face.
face.
My worried face. Of course, as oh wait.
No.
Of course, as my honey requested. It has all my heart in it.
His heart. I thought he didn't listen to what I said. He shined in the moonlight. It was late, but thanks to the moonlight, I could see his face clearly. He was beautiful, as always. No, he looked more attractive than usual, but I felt as if his eyes were shaking a bit. I knew from his eyes that he wasn't just joking around as he always did. As he said, these shoes really had his heart in it. I've never seen Yuri be so serious. Yuri didn't approach me, just stared. He was like a knight or a prince from a fairy tale. Did Cinderella feel like this when she met her prince? My heart pounded. The cold night wind somehow felt warm. Yuri took out the other pair and put it on my other foot. The other pair? It's the other half of the pair? Here, look. Oh.
Tara, you are just very over-enthusiastic.
Here, hold my shoulder, so you don't lose your balance.
Okay. I heard a bit. I leaned a bit towards him and tried to stand up. I faltered a bit, not used to the high heels. I hurriedly grabbed onto his shoulders so I won't fall. Yuri smiled to see me stumble.
I guess my honey needs more time to become a proper lady.
I tried to stand up properly with Yuri's help. It is really hard wearing heels for the first time. It's like, oh man, and those heels weren't even that bad.
I had to do it once.
Hmm.
What?
So back when because we were doing a joint school play between the boys' grammar school and the girls' grammar school that I went to. So one of the female characters ended up injuring themselves at the start trying to wear the heels. Nobody would do it, so I did it. So I literally played a female character.
So you lanced it.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. That's why I was laughing. That's why I was laughing when it happened with the red one, because it literally reminded me of that. And I was like...
It's destined.
It was just funny that it just came back up out of nowhere. It's like blimmin' heck, a memory of like 13 years ago. Suddenly came back from this.
These are my first pair of heels. It was just a new pair of shoes, but I felt completely different. Wow, so high. I feel taller.
Do you like them?
They are a bit uncomfortable, but they aren't bad. I feel like an adult.
Do you like the design?
They're pretty. They are pretty.
I'll be right back.
Really pretty.
Mhm.
I looked at the shoes, feeling a bit touched. Yuri grinned steamy like that.
You can't feel like an adult with just these. How will you handle all that's left?
All that left. I thought Yuri was being too serious. Yuri will always be Yuri. But these shoes, aren't they really expensive? How did you get the money? I felt curious about the shoes again. I raised my head. Did he buy it using someone else's money again? If that's the case, I don't really want to take them. Regardless if his heart is in it.
It's been a month, right?
Huh?
It's been a month since I started work.
Yuri smiled as if asking me if I still don't get it. All money is someone else's money. Money is fake. Huh? What's he talking about?
I wanted to use my first paycheck to get my honey something she liked.
Your first paycheck? You mean he bought these with his paycheck? I was surprised. You worked hard for that money.
Yeah, so the gift means something. I thought you wouldn't take my gift if I didn't buy it with my own money. Oh, I bought that hairpin with my money too.
Yuri, I think this is the first time. Yuri moved me for the first time. And I was touched a lot.
Not
Using
by Yuri.
his Using his first paycheck to buy me a gift, I didn't know he thought of me this much.
And
Huh?
I'm sorry.
I doubted my ears. Yuri apologized to me sincerely. I looked at him a bit surprised. Thought he'd never apologize and just say it was all because of his beautiful face. But if I heard right, he's definitely apologizing to me for that limo incident. As I stayed silent, Yuri looked at the front door. And he immediately erased the sincere face he had when he apologized.
Now then, Cinderella, would you let me escort you? I'll take you home.
I relaxed as Yuri exaggerated again. This was more like the Yuri I know. The house is right there. As he grumbled a little bit, Yuri smiled softly. The heels were still uncomfortable, so I carefully headed home. Yuri escorted me until I took off my shoes in the house. Yuri told me good night with his sweet voice. Came back
Good
to my
night.
room. You do have that kind of effect with your voice. I came back to my room, organized the heels, and put the hairpin on my desk. I looked at those unfamiliar objects. The hairpin Yuri bought and my first pair of heels glistened silently. Before I knew it, I had two more meaningful things. Even after burying myself in bedsheets, I couldn't help thinking about Yuri's sincere face. My bed sure is creaky. Are you just thinking that's hot? And my
I'm back.
pounding heart.
What did I miss? What did I miss?
What? I missed something too.
Oh
Kate,
no.
Kate,
You
Kate
guys
stepped
missed the best
away.
part.
Kate stepped away and came back right after I said, my bed sure is creaky. And then Sky made this approving sound. I was like, what, do you think that's hot? And then Kate came
God.
back.
Yeah.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Dear. Of all the times to come back, that was definitely it.
She's just thinking about Yuri's face in bed. Nothing weird.
And my pounding heart didn't calm down for a while, too. Okay. We reached the chapter end. So we
That
must
was a
have did
long
something.
chapter.
Done.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there were lots of choices, right? So
Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause
all
we're
of
approaching
this.
3 hours in, and we've only finished, what, 1 chapter?
Yeah, it's only been the one chapter, I think.
That's crazy. Unless we missed, like, a chapter end somewhere, but I don't think we did.
I don't think so.
That's not really been a spot where it would make sense for there to be a new chapter.
First date with Yuri.
Oh, first date with Yuri.
This is the store clerk.
Did we give this to Marty before? I think we
Yeah.
did, right?
I think so. I think it also doesn't
Is it
really matter.
Are we doing this? Are we doing
Yeah.
this? Crabadol's new face. Meet Yuri from the adult line. Can you see his sensitive and mature face? Yuri feels like a man, and he will become the perfect man that meets all your desires.
Oh.
All his own desires, more like.
Those deep eyes that capture women's hearts, that sweet smile. He will become the man of your dreams. Every woman's dream. Don't you want to see a beautiful male doll? Then please pay attention to the Crabadol's new adult line.
I stretch my arms without tidying my scruffy hair. Today is a peaceful day on the weekend. I want to sleep more, but pretty soon.
Master, are you awake?
Yunho, you didn't knock. I know Yunho will come and wake me up like this. Yeah, I'm up.
Breakfast is ready, so hurry on out.
Okay. As Yunho opened the door, I smelled something delicious. Thanks to that, I no longer felt sleepy. As a yawn right afterwards. I should get up now. Oh. I stumbled over the box I put under the bed. I looked at the box and then realized yesterday night wasn't a dream. I pinched my cheeks slightly. Ouch! It hurts. It really wasn't a dream. Come to think of it, I've hurt myself like this once before. Oh, when the dolls became human. I think yesterday I was shocked just as much. But it's very strange to see Yuri be so serious and mature. It was so unexpected. It was like I was dreaming. I nervously opened the box. And the heels were still there. I secretly relaxed. I carefully tried on the heel on one foot like yesterday. It fit. How did he know my size? They say the prince in the fairy tale went around the whole town with a glass slipper to find Cinderella. I imagined Yuri wandering around holding the glass slipper. Am I Cinderella and Yuri is the prince? My face turned red, but I couldn't help but mutter. I'm so glad I'm alone in my room. I know I said it, but that's so mushy. I should just go out and eat.
Oh, you're here. Good morning.
Hey!
Master, sit here.
You still look sleepy. Did you go to bed late?
No, that's not it. I didn't sleep very well. I pulled out a chair. Lance glimpsed at me.
Did something happen yesterday? You seem a bit excited. May just be my imagination.
Oh, no. I'm just... I avoided answering and looked at Yuri's room. But I can't see Yuri. Did he leave first? I asked Tay, his roommate. Tay shook his head.
No, he's in the room now. I think he's getting ready to go out.
Go out? Well, Yuri always gets ready to go out in the weekends. There's no way he'll stay inside to...
Will you go out on a date with me tomorrow?
Oh, right! I should get ready too! Yuri came out of his room just in time.
Oh, Yuri, here, have breakfast.
Hey, kiddo. And my honey, you're cute today.
Yuri winked at me. Cute? I just woke up.
But my honey's still cute. You look like a squirrel that just came out of hibernation.
I actually love that line. That's a really good line. I'd use that.
I don't think that's a very attractive image, but it is still a cute image.
Did you eat something wrong?
Lance finally said something, but Yuri ignored his words and sat beside me. And he started to leisurely eat his salad.
I guess you're overreacting since I'm going on a date with my honey today. Of course, I understand.
Yuri speared a tomato and held it out for me. I was surprised at the tomato suddenly coming at me, and the rest was surprised at what Yuri said. Lance sternly raised his eyes.
Date?
Like the fruit?
You didn't have to say that! Ah! Yuri grinned and shoved the tomato into my mouth. I don't like tomatoes.
Eat it.
Tomato. Eat the fruit.
Eat it.
It's not a fruit. It's not.
It is a
doesn't taste.
fruit.
I know.
It is a fruit.
But it's not something to be enjoyed like a fruit. You don't put a tomato in a fruit salad.
Am I
I mean,
the
it
only
didn't
one
say it's a
who's
fruit salad. It just said it's a salad. Could be a typical salad that has
am I
tomatoes
the
in
only
it.
one who's bothered by the
Why you
fact that
gotta
he eats
discriminate
salads for
against the
breakfast?
poor tomato?
Well,
I mean,
He
I have
has to
salad
take
for
care of
breakfast
his
too,
future.
so...
And that bothers me.
Why does having a salad for breakfast bother you?
That's strange. You're
Actually,
strange.
it does bother me. Why would you eat a salad for breakfast?
I mean,
Because
I
I
don't
put
think
like egg
that's
and chicken in it, so it's like an actual, well, not like a Greek salad, but
Fine
I
for
put like
lunch, but-
protein in it and stuff like that.
uh,
I don't
That's
think having
weird.
a salad for breakfast is actually all that weird. It's just, hey, I mean,
It's not that filling.
I mean, at least, yeah, it's filling. Because it has salad in there.
especially if
I'm
you
all
have it with
for
chicken
fruit
and eggs.
parfaits.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like you put the necessary protein and stuff in it, it's actually not that bad at all.
Instead
And
of
you
just
probably
eating
even
egg.
have it with tofu too, or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anywho,
I couldn't continue because of that. Why'd you go on the segue right there?
Yuri, you're not still off asleep, are you?
I'm fine right now. I like to say I'm more clear-headed than usual.
Date? Are you talking about when a boy and a girl hold hands? Who are you? Are you talking about when a boy and girl hold hands, eat together, watch a movie, and drink coffee? Heroin is doing that with Yuri?
You're correct, Red Monkey. Except a date with me doesn't always follow that pattern.
Red monkey.
Yuri grinned at Red.
It's no longer Cherry Boy.
You're not making up stories, are you? You tend to be delusional, you know.
Kay grinned at Yuri and said, his words didn't follow his expression. Saying that while smiling made him more scary. But Yuri laughed it off. He looked really happy.
That's a bit harsh.
Yuri, are you dragging Master into this?
Yinho said strongly. Oh, I think everyone's misunderstanding a bit. I guess considering Yuri's usual attitude, they're right to do so. But since it's different this time, I should now...
Yeah, if you keep harassing her, I'll treat you like an enemy.
Oh my. Oh my. I wish you guys would stop reacting like that to something my honey and I already promised.
Already promised that she'll go on a date with you.
Lance asked as if he couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Yuri answered confidently. That wasn't very confident. Yeah, you should say it again.
Yeah. Wait.
At his yeah, it was good. We're good.
Yeah.
At his reply, everyone stared at me. I barely swallowed the tomato in my mouth and said, Yuri's right. Lance, stop talking.
My honey, leave everything to me. I'll make this day a day you will never forget.
A day I'll never forget. I feel nervous about that. But I can't take back what I said now. Besides, yesterday Yuri asked me out with sincerity. I wanted to trust that for now.
Did Heroin really say yes?
Fred looked at me as if he couldn't believe it.
Not really. She said yes. My honey,
There was
right?
silence.
You didn't forget the intimate conversation we had last night, did you?
What do you mean, intimate? People must understand if you say that. The boys looked incredulously at me. Anyways, I did say yes to going out together, so don't take it the wrong way.
Master,
Yinho looked at me with worry. I was telling them not to make that face. I felt bad thinking about Yuri's reputation. It's hit rock bottom now. Meanwhile, Tay and Lance muttering something. We should get a GPS.
every time.
Girl, you're not even on the scene.
God damn it, Tara.
I mean, I'm not always in the scene when I'm speaking.
We should get a GPS tracking device. No, don't they have that in smartphones?
I think there will be one if we search for it.
GPS? What's that?
Alright, Lance. I'll download it in her phone. I feel safe if it updates us every 5 minutes.
There's nothing we cannot do with the help of modern technology.
Lance, you really are smart. No, I think it'd be best for me to just follow them.
Why don't you take the chance and just put a name tag around her neck?
I mean, do you think that would work? Oh. That sounds nice too.
Yuri, Tay has some whacked out vanities.
Mm.
He's like, I would like that. Yes, please. Thank you. The way he leans into these things. Guys? They're getting more violent by the seconds. They'll end up locking me up in a room and not letting me go anywhere. I am not being sold away or anything like that.
Don't mind them, honey. They're full of jealousy right now.
Yuri waved them away as if chasing away flies. Lance's hardened face hardens at hardened face. Lance's face hardened at seeing that, and Tay sighed.
Anyways, don't trouble her.
What are you talking about? She's my she's my princess for today. You know, you need to trust me more. I'm your teacher, you know. So
Oh, you're a teacher who's hitting on a student now. Can I report you to the school? No, should I report to the police first?
Thank you. Yes.
yeah, I don't condone what Yuri's action
person
is.
Actually, in game, pointing it out.
What's wrong with it? What's wrong with dating? It's a free country.
Do it.
Everyone stop. I stopped eating and stood up. I'm very thankful that they worry about me, but I don't want them to think bad of Yuri because of it. Of course, considering Yuri's behavior, I completely understand where they're coming from. But thinking of how Yuri was yesterday, I don't think he'll take me someplace strange. Everyone, don't worry. I should go and get ready now. Tay seemed to have more to say, but I ignored him and came back to my room. Thankfully, Tay didn't stop me.
Alright, then I'll get the car ready.
Yuri followed me and said, and he came right beside me and whispered,
It's very realistic.
I was waiting for that.
Yep, same.
Comedy comes in threes.
See you in front of the house.
As he whispered so only I could hear, I remembered how he was yesterday. I feel my ears going red. I hurried into my room to hide it. Then should I get ready now? What do I have to go with these shoes? The high heels in it sparkled. I felt my heart beating. They're still uncomfortable. I barely walked down to the front door and saw the limo waiting for me. I guess we're riding that today. People will surely stare if we ride that to downtown. But thankfully, at least the windows were tinted. Yuri waited for me in front of the car and opened the door. And as I got in, he went into the driver's seat. I really feel like I'm being escorted.
Welcome, my princess. Welcome into the carriage of love.
Did he manage to get a driver's license?
He doesn't. He just drives around and no one's pulled him over, so it doesn't matter.
Carriage of love? What's that? Yuri was greasy as always. But today, I didn't feel so bad about it. Not quite.
Let me put on your seatbelt.
Forget it, I can do it myself.
The princess doesn't have to do anything today. Leave everything to me.
Yuri stretched out his long arms and put on my seatbelt.
Alright, that's done. Your shoe looks nice.
Yuri glanced at my shoes and smiled. I thought he was going to do something weird, like putting on my seatbelt, but unlike what I expected, he just started driving.
Now, shall we start our date then, princess?
Along with Yuri's words, the car headed forward smoothly. The car went through the light traffic and headed towards downtown. I only saw Yuri drive to school before, so it was a bit new to see him drive today. He must know how to drive pretty well to go through unfamiliar highways without any trouble. The car continued forward as we chatted about this and that, and after some time we arrived at... There are so many people. Yuri led me to the women's section of the department store's high fashion corner. Even the luxury corner is crowded. I can't believe there are this many rich people.
I only see mannequins.
This is normal for something like this. Basically, we see the setting, but we don't see any people in it. So many games do this. It's just like, oh, this is where you are. You just can imagine the people. You hear the people in the background. They're there. You hear them, right? They're right there.
Just off screen. Promise.
I mean, it's better that they did it this way than just gave us like a bunch of characters on the screen to make it look busy.
Yeah. I mean,
It wouldn't be nice on the eyes to look at.
Yeah, it would be way too cluttered and pretty crazy. Now,
One
if
thing
it was
would be
actually
nice though is if they gave us like ambient like talking noises as if you're actually out in a busy stall. That would
Yeah,
actually
then-
look nice.
Well, we do have the ambient talking, but not like the muffled talking, not the people talking and like loudly right
Yeah,
right
exactly.
next to
That's what I mean. Like,
We're gonna be the ambient.
Yeah, we
Sound.
are the people.
I don't think that's a person at that point, Marty.
well, that is basically Nameless.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't think that's a person at this point.
I stand out here. I'm the only non-humanoid person here, am I? Yeah, I am. Okay.
Well, technically, I'm mostly based on a Pokemon, but I'm
And
using
then
a
there's
humanoid
Rabbit.
character.
It's like we have a dragon, we have a
Rabbit.
Pokemon trainer that actually becomes his Pokemon, cat, Rory, a leprechaun, and a rabbit. And then there's the fairy.
Okay. Yes.
There are long lines of people standing in front of the show windows.
My honey, look at this.
Huh? I turned around to find Yuri already pulling a top from the rack.
How is this? I think it suits your skin tone.
He naturally held it on me. But instead of the top itself, I noticed the price tag. I couldn't help but look at it. But Yuri didn't seem to mind. He was just smoothly picking out outfits. Does he always date women like this? I was startled at my own thought. Why am I suddenly thinking about other girls? I shook my head. I decided to have fun with Yuri today. Let's not think like that.
How about it? The skirt my honey always wears dark clothes. I think wearing bright clothes like this will be nice. You know, to freshen up.
I glimpsed at the price tag dangling at on the skirt he pulled out. Oh my god, how many zeros are there? As I hesitated, surprised at the price, Yuri seemed confused.
Don't you like it? Then how about this one?
Before I knew it, Yuri picked out a huge pile of clothes. He wants me to try on all of that? I felt like sweating. Wait, before that, if Yuri chose them, are they all priced that way? I glanced at the price tag of the next blouse Yuri handed me. Oh my, this is another zero more than the skirt! In the meantime, Yuri approached me again with a new pink jacket.
What are you doing, not changing? Hurry, and then try them on. Oh, try this one too.
Yuri?
What? Do you see something else you like? Perhaps
No.
me?
Quit. Just, I'll just try them on. Yuri cared enough to bring me here. I couldn't just flat out refuse. I'll just try them on and not buy them. Let's not take things so seriously and just have fun. I'll forget about the zeros when I'm trying them on.
Here, try it on. The dressing room is, that way.
Yuri forced me into the dressing room. I changed into the outfit and came out.
Oh.
How is it? As soon as I came out of the dressing room, I see my whole figure on the mirror. I felt like someone else wearing things I normally don't wear.
Alright, this next.
Yuri nodded and handed me the next outfit. I feel overpowered. I used to choose clothes for Yuri when he was a doll. I feel like Yuri is treating me like a doll and playing with me. Is he having fun dressing me up?
Surprised that he hasn't chosen lingerie.
Nah, that's
Maybe we
later.
just don't get to see that part yet.
We're working our way there.
He's not choosing outfits that makes me have to change my underwear. Not yet, anyway.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I changed into different clothes and hesitated, but came out of the dressing room. Yuri was sipping orange juice the salesgirl gave him and sitting down with his legs crossed. Yuri silently looks at me. Is it a bit awkward? He didn't say anything, so I asked him, a bit embarrassed. It was a stranger design than the one I tried on just before. Looking at Yuri's reaction, he must not like this one. I hesitantly opened my mouth. And another choice.
So many choices.
I want
Man,
isn't this dress too short?
You want isn't this dress too short?
I want Yuri's response to that.
Yeah, me too. I'm actually kind of thinking the same way.
Yuri just silently judges you in the background there.
at probably a decent angle if the dress was too short. He has our
It's
perfect
just like your normal
viewpoint.
comfy casual outfit, Tara.
Isn't this dress too short? And it looks like it'll blow up in the wind. As I flapped the light fabric of the dress, Yuri laughed. He looked a bit spaced out until just now, but I guess he'll finally start talking.
Not at all. It's perfect.
Isn't it a bit awkward? I don't think it suits me.
My honey must not be used to looking at the mirror.
Yuri shook his head at my timid attitude. Yuri turned his head and looked at the mirror. I looked at the mirror too. I somehow felt strange looking at myself reflected in the mirror.
It's you over there. That's you right now. You just changed clothes and the girl has become a woman. If I take my honey out to the streets, all the men will stop and stare. Of course, I'll never let them. Trust me, don't ignore the eyes God has chosen for me.
Yuri gave me a beautiful smile. He didn't exactly have a trustworthy face, but he was definitely handsome. I quietly nodded.
You really look like a Cinderella today. How about dressing up like this every day? Then I'll be happy every morning.
Want me to be a trophy wife? Stop exaggerating. Though this does look great compared to her normal look. This is awesome. It's like, oh my god, what is she wearing?
Not at all.
Yuri said with a serious face. I saw myself in the mirror, still wearing a floaty dress. I was never interested in things like this. I'd never have tried this on if it weren't for Yuri. But after actually trying them on, it was unfamiliar, but still cool and fun. I felt glad to have followed Yuri. Of course, it's a shame it's a price I can't handle.
Pretty.
My face turned red at his compliment. My face in the mirror turns red too. I guess I do seem a bit pretty right now. Yuri stood up.
You're actually dangerously pretty right now.
Is that your way of saying you want to take the clothes off? Yuri came by my side and whispered. His sweet voice rings in my ear. I don't know. Oh, whoa?
I was hoping for the free real estate just coming in there.
Nah,
I was looking for it. I was like, is it gonna do it again? No.
Well, we've already had 3. So
That's true.
the breath was
Just
right.
just a tease.
This is where we're getting serious. I don't have to know that my ears are turning bright red right now. I quickly backed away from Yuri. Anyways, I'll change back and come out. I went into the dressing room and fanned my face. Did Yuri see my face get red? I ignored my embarrassment and quickly changed back. I should quickly give up things I cannot own. I might really want to own it if I wear it for long. Besides, since Yuri said all those things, I felt disappointed for some reason. I felt like I was someone else for a while. I took the clothes and came out. Yuri was waiting for me.
Thank you, sir.
Sakasa. 2 people!
Well, there's another salesman.
Have a good day, sir.
The salespeople bowed to us as we left the shop. We didn't buy anything. Do they always bow like that? The employees must have received strict training. Oh, thank you. I bowed too, feeling a bit sorry for not buying anything. Yuri dragged me away.
Now, next.
He bought it.
He bought
Yuri pointed at
everything.
Yeah, Yuri pointed at my hair. My hair? The other picture actually had the haircut.
Oh, yeah. I want to take care of my honey's hairstyle. Of course, I'll pay, so don't worry.
But...
Let me at least do that. And it won't change that much. I'll just trim it, so don't worry. I honestly want to pick out some makeup products for you, but I won't, since they might ruin your milky skin instead. Let's leave that joy for later.
Alright. Yuri listed his plans. He looked really happy as he rattled on. It won't be so bad to let him do whatever he wants today. After that, I got my hair done at a famous hair salon. Yuri explained a lot of things to the stylist. He smiled at me the whole time I was getting my hair done. I didn't know why he was smiling at me. I felt fresh after having my hair trimmed, and he has never smiled quite this much before. Like, he smiles, but he doesn't smile this much. He is, like, super happy. No. Rory, remember on the
No,
other
I know. I
route. Denver Bumpy. I felt fresh after having my hair trimmed. I haven't felt this fresh in a long time. Yuri seemed pleased, too, and headed on to the next course. Where are we going next? Oh, that haircut is so much better. Should we go and get... Oh.
Should we go and get some tea?
Tea? When he said tea, Banjul flashed through my mind. Let's go to Banjul.
You mean the cafe Jay works at?
Yeah, you said you liked the tea there, Secret Garden. Yuri didn't say anything. Was he not liking it because Tay works there? I was worried about them not getting along these days.
They won't be there, right?
Today? No, today's the weekend. He only works during the week. Come to think of it, it's been a while since I went there. I do miss the place. They have good cake. Noticing that I was still thinking about Banjul, Yuri clicked his tongue.
You're supposed to go places you don't normally go when you're on a date, darling.
My cake brings all the boys to the yard. But I like that cafe. Oh, there are hearts displayed in the cafe. I thought of all the charms of Banjul. Yuri might like it if he sees the elegant decorations for himself. Besides, they had instruments, so I thought it would suit Yuri.
Harps?
Yuri seemed to show a little interest. Yeah, let's go and get Secret Garden. I suddenly missed the scent of Secret Garden. Yuri thought for a moment and silently turned the car.
I guess it'll be okay. If there's no intruders.
If there's no stalkers. And we entered familiar streets. As I opened the door, I smelled these familiar sweet scents. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Welcome. Oh, you came before, right? Are you on a date today?
Dion welcomed us enthusiastically. He must be good with faces. He remembered me. Anyways, can't believe he said date. It's more embarrassing to hear someone else say it.
Oh, I'm sorry if you weren't. It's a date. Please tell Tay that.
Yuri grinned and said, "What? Why does he want him to tell Tay that? Tay would never be pleased to hear that."
Oh, you must know Tay then. You guys look good together. Then I'll lead you to your seats.
Dion took the menu and led us.
I like the workers here.
Is this going to
Especially
happen
that
on? Is this going to end up being happening in every route where we'll have a character where like, no, you'll never end up interacting
Yes.
with this other person, and it's like you're interacting with the other person. You're not interacting with yourself now.
I feel like that's
Obviously,
gonna
we just need
yeah.
more voice actors.
But it would be harder to organize.
Yeah, it would be.
Yuri whispered to me. He sounded satisfied for some reason. He didn't even look at the menu and ordered 2 cups of Secret Garden.
This is the tea then, huh?
Yuri sounded excited. Yeah, oh, how do you like this place?
It's an interesting cafe.
Yuri said while looking around. Along with the piano and harps, antique furnitures and decorations filled the place. Yuri's gaze stopped at the instruments for a while. He seemed to like it. Yuri turned his gaze to me again and gave me a nice smile.
How was your day, my princess?
Stop calling me princess. Someone might hear.
So, what if they do? You are my princess.
You talk nice. You're like that when you see other girls, right?
What other girls? I don't know what you're talking about.
Stop pretending. I know you meet a lot of girls. You must have gone on several dates like this. You're not in charge here, Tay. I remember him naturally escorting me through the whole day. I did feel good the whole time thanks to it, but if he did the same to other girls, then that's a different story. I felt a bit gloomy thinking that.
Don't delude yourself.
Yuri grinned. What does he mean, don't delude yourself? I didn't understand and just looked at him.
I only say these mushy things to you, princess.
What? I was too surprised to take back my hand and just stared at him. Did he mean what he just said? Normally I would have automatically thought he's lying, but this time I felt like I wanted to check him somehow.
Here are your cups of tea. Thank you.
2 cups of Secret Garden were laid on the table.
It smells good.
Yuri said while smelling the cup. I sensed it too.
Whenever I smell this, I think of you.
As Yuri took in the smell, I thought for a moment. Should I ask if he really means what he just said? No, let's not. That's a bit embarrassing. Hey, let's ask about something else. I've been wondering, why do you like hanging out with girls so much? Yuri stopped drinking the tea and asked me. He looked like he had no idea what I was talking about. You know, at the academy, I know that you 5 are popular. But I feel like you never refuse people's looks and attention, especially if they're from girls.
Is it bad to be generous? Then Tay must be an evil villain.
Of course Tay is kind, but I feel Tay is just being nice. But when I look at you, you really seem to share your feelings with them.
It's different?
Yuri never refuses the affection and attention he gets. Doesn't even seem to be uncomfortable because of them. And he lets people fantasize. I think it's your habit. You seem to like every girl in this world equally.
That's a fun way to see it.
With that, both of us stopped talking. Did I ask something stupid? I always wanted to ask him this. I wanted to know how he truly feels. Rory!
Sorry. Continue.
There was silence between us for a moment. What is Yuri thinking right now? Yuri sipped his tea again and opened his mouth.
That's probably because I was made that way.
Made that way?
My concept. The perfect man every girl desires. If my honey felt that way about my actions, it's probably because I was made that way. From the moment I was born, I was everyone's perfect man. You said that I don't know people's heart. That might be true. I don't know how to react to sincerity. But I know how to give love equally, as you just said.
Yuri laid down his teacup and opened his arms.
It's like this. I'll give you as much love as you want.
Yuri said that dramatically like an actor and folded back his arms. He looked a bit sad as he said that.
But what's bad about that? Doesn't the other feel safe because of me acting like this? When someone gives me muffins or chocolate, I know that it's for that person to take them. Eh, I shouldn't refuse the love people give and just give back accordingly. But that doesn't really work with you.
What? After giving his long explanation, Yuri abruptly stopped and looked at me with a strange expression. He looked sorry and a bit disappointed.
You don't feel safer because of me. I think I trouble you more.
Yuri said that and held up the cup to smell it. I couldn't see his face because of it. Yuri wasn't talking complete nonsense. Was he bothered by what I told him? Besides, Yuri didn't really seem to feel sorry for me.
This tea smells really good.
Yuri,
It's weird. It must be my concept to share my heart equally with everyone. That's a bit difficult with you. Honestly, it was from the first moment I opened my eyes. To be exact. Yeah. From the day you gave me this tea, from that moment, I wanted to give you something special. I couldn't give to anyone else.
Yuri said it in a calm voice. We were close enough for our knees to touch. I heard his sincere voice. And my heart started to beat fast at what he said.
Sorry to play footsies. I thought I would be so happy if you take all the things I give you. I always want to give you new things. It's strange.
Yuri,
I feel so much happier when I see you smile.
Yuri's face turned a bit red. He's blushing. Yuri is blushing, people. We have a blushing Yuri.
Ah.
No way. Yuri was showing me a side of himself he never showed me before. He looked a bit nervous as he talked. He kept on fidgeting. And does it mean he's being serious right now?
So, I hope you take it.
What? Yuri just slightly laughed at my question. After hearing what Yuri said, something came across my mind. Maybe Yuri never tried to be liked by someone first. He always likes people who like him and treats them nice, but I thought maybe he never really tried to win over someone's heart. Like his concept, he just reacted to what the other wanted. He never truly gave someone his heart. So he never truly wanted someone to give him their heart too. And that's so lonely.
What are you thinking about so hard?
Oh, nothing. But I think I understand him now. I now know that he doesn't have hidden motives when he's nice to all the girls. And I know that although he's always around people, he feels empty inside. After that, Yuri took me to a fancy restaurant. I've only been to places like this when my parents came home, so it was very strange. I never thought I'd come here with someone else than family. And I never, ever imagined it would be Yuri. We filled our stomachs with steaks and headed home. The limo stopped in front of the house. The night was already dark and the streets were empty.
We're here. Are you tired?
My feet are killing me. No, I
Want
had
me to
fun.
carry you?
No, I had fun. I really felt like a princess.
Felt? So not now?
Well, I'm Cinderella, aren't I? I have to turn back to a maid when it strikes midnight.
The Cinderella in fairy tales turns back to a maid, but she still becomes a princess in the end.
Yuri took my joke. We both smiled happily.
Then go ahead. I have to go somewhere right now.
Right now? Where? It's already past 8? The night sky glistened behind Yuri as he said goodbye. It's pretty late. Where is he going?
A place a young lady doesn't have to know about.
It's already late. Wouldn't it be better to go tomorrow?
You're obviously are clueless. The night is just beginning for an adult.
Or an adult? Yuri felt distant again.
Cinderella is cute even when she pouts.
I didn't pout.
What? You still want me after hogging me the whole day? I can sit with you if you want. But can you handle it?
Rory's comment is making me think Griffith from Berserk. Why? Why did you do that with him?
I'm actually calling it now. Yuri is a succubus. He needs some
You mean an
action.
incubus.
Incubus, you're right.
Yeah.
Yuri hits on me again. I didn't give in and complained. You're running around late at night. What would the students learn?
Running around.
Anyways, well, I won't stop you. But don't be too late. Everyone worries. I want to stop you.
Including you.
I turned around, not wanting to say yes. I ignored Yuri and headed home.
Don't worry. I won't be too late.
I heard Yuri's loud voice from behind. Yuri's voice rang through the empty street. It sounded like he was laughing. I'm back. Guys, I'm back! As soon as I opened the door, Yunho came running towards me.
Master, you're here. Oh, Master, your hair.
You're here! You're here! Yeah, I'm back. What's wrong? Yunho widened his already big eyes.
Master, you look so different.
Really? It feels the same for me. His eyes sparkled.
And you smell good.
Oh, I went to the cafe earlier and the tea scent must have gotten on me.
I'm just glad you're back safe.
I'm relieved too.
While Yunho noisily greeted me, Tay came out of his room.
Did you get your hair done? I wondered where you went. And I smell tea.
I mean, we had the tea like a couple hours ago before we had dinner. You're still smelling that tea?
It's fragrant.
Very fragrant, apparently.
I can tell where you went without the GPS.
Tay looked really relieved. Again, I realized how bad Yuri's reputation is, but I decided to laugh it off for now.
Oh, heroine, you're here.
Red
who could
munched
that
on
be?
Right?
I wonder, is it Lance?
That would be a good play if they had him like being sarcastic and it wasn't. Oh, heroin.
Red munched on a piece of bread and came out to the living room.
But what did you do outside? Got a lot of packages. Oh, you changed your hair.
Yes, Yuri sent all the packages home. He did. It's like, we're not going to take these out with us. I'm going to have them all delivered. Red stopped eating and stared at me. Packages? I have packages?
Yeah, we got a pile of boxes for you today. They said it was from a department store or something.
Department store? Packages from a department store? I never ordered anything. As I stood there looking clueless, Tay led me.
Aren't you tired? Here, go to your room. We left the packages inside.
Oh, thanks.
Do you want something to eat? I can cook something up right away.
Oh no, I already ate with Yuri. He took me to a restaurant.
All right.
He put on an odd face for a while, but soon returned to his usual self. He sounded really disappointed. And he was kind enough to lead me to my room.
Then go in and rest.
Okay, thank you. After thanking Tay, I went into my room. What? All this? Beside my bed were a bunch of shopping bags. They were all stacked together. I saw at least 10. These are clothes? And they were clothes I saw at the department store earlier. I saw the label and knew for sure. They were all the pieces I tried on earlier with Yuri. I clearly took them off and left them there. Why are they in my room? I never bought them. No way.
So I hope you take them.
Did Yuri buy these? When the hell did he? He must have paid for everything while I was trying them on. Yuri would definitely do something like this. He bought a limo one morning. I can't just take these as gifts. This is literally a shower of gifts. I felt flustered to see things I've never seen before. No, to be more exact, things I never had any reason to see in my room. The background Tay. Should I return these? But I shook my head. He paid with his card, so without his card, I won't be able to return these. Did he intend all this when he paid? I felt confused. After staring at the pile of shopping bags I perched on my bed, no matter how many times I blinked, the shopping bags didn't disappear, and I'm going to have to actually put them all away. There's one thing I can do when I have this much to think about. I should write in my diary. But I still have to put the laundry away. Like the shopping bags, new clothes. And they all need to be stored. Oh god. Yeah, this is not a Trails game. This is not a Legend of Heroes game. The NPCs do not have lives without the main character.
Oh, no.
So many things happened today, I don't know if I can write all of them down, but it will help me organize my thoughts. I ignored the shopping bags on purpose and sat on my desk. I sat on my desk?
Uh-huh.
Let's see. Today, I don't even know where to start. I'll have to stay up all night if I want to write everything that happened today. I let out a sigh and held my pen. So after getting my hair done, I went to Benjul with Yuri. Then we drank Secret Garden. It's never going to end. Whatever. I don't know. In the end, I didn't write even half of what happened. I just closed the diary and stretched my arms. I thought again about the things that happened today. I felt like a character from a TV show. I've seen soap operas like this on TV from time to time. The rich, handsome male lead falls in love with a normal girl and changes her appearance head to toe. Then their lives change and they live happily ever after. Cinderella romance story that is as old as that commonplace story still enraptures a lot of girls. And according to my experiences today, I'm no different. I would have scoffed at those stories before, but I felt excited when Yuri actually treated me like a princess. But I didn't really become a Cinderella of those. But did I really become a Cinderella of those stories? But in order to really become one, I need true love. I think about the conversation I had with Yuri at Banjul. I feel like I now know how Yuri feels, and I think I can understand him. There are several kinds of sincerities in this world. The way Yuri gives his love.
What?
I'm just letting my tongue get a little bit of exercise since I was saying lug instead of love. Gentlemen, meet lug. Wait.
That's like when the victory speech didn't quite go too well.
The way Yuri gives his love equally to everyone can be sincere too. But when I heard that, I felt sorry for him for some reason. He seems lonely the way he can only know that kind of love. Did he mean it? Yuri talked as if he felt something special for only me. My heart beat fast at what he said. But if I would get hurt if he wasn't being sincere. Get hurt? I was surprised. I came back to my senses and shook my head. I felt a bit dizzy. Jesus, what am I thinking? Is it because so many weird things happened today? I must be tired. I should go to bed. Feeling embarrassed, I hurried and jumped into bed. And covered my whole body with my bedsheet. I feel embarrassed for some reason. I didn't think I sleep easily today, too. And that's the end of another chapter. And that would probably be a decent place to stop then?
Yeah, we're at the 4-hour
Yeah.
mark nearly.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
have 2 early birds as it is, so.
Mm-hmm. Like, it's almost 1:30 in the morning for Fritz and Rabbit.
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
And then we started at 6:30 in the morning for Caged and Cat.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to bed now.
I've got a
Do
lot
we
of
have
shit to do
anyone on
today.
that we can group raid?
I don't. I don't have anyone.
Is she really?
Okay, looky. Oh, Kit Kat!
Oh,
I just get so excited. It's like, there's a Kit Kat. Like Kit Kat.
Oh,
But he's playing Minecraft, not singing, so that's different. But it's like, nope, must start lurking.
I mean, most of the people I have right now are playing Dead by Daylight. I do have someone playing Back for Blood. Other than that, I don't really have anyone in particular.
Well, then shall we raid Kit Kat Boppo?
Sure, why not?
Sure.
sure.
Okay.
Do they have an
I
underscore in the
guess.
name? I'm not quite sure.
Nope. It's just straight